I mean, hold on.
Yeah, we went live.
Now we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Tyler.
I'm the guy that doesn't talk until Nick tells me I can say my name is Joe.
My name is Shannon.
I'm Corey.
And, sorry. So what, Joe?
Which part?
Why do we stream on YouTube?
Yeah.
No, so all I was going to say, so this is the thing. We stream on YouTube, right? Which is nice
Okay.
because YouTube goes through and sends out like notifications to say, hey, people are watching. Here's your followers, all that, subscribers, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
So this is my question. On YouTube, if somebody wants to find us, they have to search for the Friendly Neighborhood Nerds.
Yes.
Or already be subscribed to our channel. Versus on like something like Twitch, where somebody that's just like, I'm looking for something to watch on Twitch can just flip through and be like, here's all the current live feeds and find us and get us more followers, as opposed to it being the same like 3 coworkers watching. Nick already has an answer to this because I could see as I was asking this, he was like, I have a fucking reason why we're not doing that.
So,
He wasn't even listening. He was just like, waiting for him to
Fuck
stop
your
talking.
shit up.
no, I was just going to say, so this podcast is again on YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube.
We're all going to that.
YouTube. But
The porn tube.
it's one of those. By the way, hi Bree, hi Matt. They're sitting at the host stand probably watching this because they didn't
Hi,
know
host
that this
stand.
was a thing.
Hi, host
But
stand.
I said that
If
we
you don't
would
have fucking
call
headphones
them
in,
out,
your
so
fucking coworkers
Bree and Matt are
customers
watching
can
this
hear
at the
us.
host stand. Hi guys.
There may be guests that can hear this.
But no, yes, I'm okay. Why the fuck would I not?
What
be
is
okay?
what is our link again?
Friendly Neighborhood Nerds.
I don't, is it? Because I don't even know if we ever changed it.
It-
Might still
it
be
did.
Bleepcast.
I think it
No,
is
Nick-
still Bleepcast.
Oh, I thought you said you
So
changed it.
it's within Bleepcast. I changed the name of Bleepcast to Friendly Neighborhood Nerds.
but the link
so
is
it's-
probably still Bleepcast.
It could be, very well could be.
He doesn't.
I was gonna
Oh.
try and plug our link as loud as I possibly could, but now I don't know. Just look for us.
His name's Corey.
Just fucking figure it out.
Just do a Google search for Corey. You'll find him.
Yeah, let's find out real quick.
So I had another thing I was going to say.
Yeah. So long story short, so you can watch us on YouTube. I finally figured out how we can multi-stream, so we can stream to YouTube plus Facebook plus Twitch and all that stuff at the same time.
Oh, guys. So our channel is youtube.com/channel/UCXZ3EPTSTY4A pawn X hyphen BYZAA. So
Don't
follow
you
us at
fucking
that.
forget it is.
I got all of that.
I'm not repeating it.
No,
I'm gonna roll this till I get a 20.
Please don't. So loud.
Yeah, so mean to me. That's my third one in a row.
That's why you
Not in
get
a row, I
20.
should say.
What do you? What
We're gonna do something. We're live.
sorry.
Hi,
yeah,
audience.
yeah. So
If only we had a
we're-
host.
We're live. I've been drinking since like 1 o'clock this afternoon. So
I have two, but not as excessively.
Does that mean you're
Some
drunk?
of us are functioning alcoholics
Um,
and managed to actually hold down a
all right,
full-time
all right,
job.
hey,
and
hey,
actually
hey,
go
hey,
through-
hey,
wow.
Here's the difference, okay?
You're on vacation. You don't count. I'm talking about him.
We are drunks. Alcoholics go to classes.
This is true.
We are drunks.
God, it's like having two Nicks in the room.
It is. Yeah.
I don't think. they want to
No.
mix.
So
I did not vote for this.
yeah.
Just like the last thing I didn't vote for that took over.
Oh.
I was gonna say what have we been playing this week, but the only person we should really ask that besides us is Shannon.
Well, you've been playing.
I was gonna say
Halo.
I know what-
Reach.
I know what we've been playing.
Guess what? I've actually
I
played.
know
I
what
played
Shannon's been
something
playing.
good.
Halo Reach. I know what all of us have been playing. Destiny 2, but
I-
Shannon's been playing Halo Reach
Why do you
all
keep saying
week
it like that?
because that's exactly what he's been playing. Am I wrong?
No. I don't
I'm
know.
glad you're just as confused as I
I
am.
don't know why it's all of a sudden now like Halo Reach.
Halo Reach.
Well, no, it's just one of those where it's like, oh, we've all been playing this, we've been playing this, and we've been playing this. I know for a fact all
okay.
you've played is Halo Reach.
I saw you typed that in like 3 times, and it kept taking you back to the screen that was
Um,
like typing your information. I was like, "What the fuck? You did?"
Am I
Learn
wrong?
to play.
No, I think that's. Oh no, actually, I've been also trying to get through Shadow of War because I haven't finished it.
Oh
yet.
yeah, I
did see
forgot
all
you were
that.
playing Shadow.
Did you mention Sea of Thieves?
Oh no, actually no. We played some CF.
Me,
Sea of
Shannon,
Thieves.
and Drake played Sea of Thieves the other night.
Wow!
And it
I
was a
did
fucking
not
blast.
know that. I did not
Mushroom-
know that you were
Mushroom
involved.
comics.
I did mention your name, Matt. Matt is watching right
Hold
now,
on one
as
second.
well as Bree at the fucking host
No,
stand at the
it's
JW
my
Marriott
boss.
in
It's on the
Osteria
table.
Pronto. I said that you guys are
Hey,
watching.
David, just a heads up. I'm literally in the middle of recording a live feed on pod. On,
Not,
I'm
recording.
recording a
Yes,
podcast. What's up?
So there's people watching. So what's up? Say hi to the internet. Yes. I put 2 more out earlier and they were both gone. That's why I pulled the sign because there was a sign that said, "Hey, if you want a Switch, ask an associate." So I took that sign down.
Turn off his microphone.
That is
I'm assuming that
Yeah, no,
means
we're
his
sold out.
Walmart
at his
sold out
job
on
at
Switches.
Worst Buy. You weren't supposed to say where he worked, dummy.
Yes, I did know that actually.
There's a lots of those throughout.
Okay, bye.
I'm a little scared right now.
No, he just went. I hope you get. He goes, "Am I on speakerphone?" I was like, "No." And he goes, "Okay, well, I just want the internet to know Tony sucks at his fucking job."
Fair enough.
He goes,
So
"Did you know
apparently,
that?"
the internet should know Tony sucks at his fucking job.
I like Tony.
No,
Tony's at least fun.
No,
He shows up now.
The tiger.
Matt and Bree are sitting at the host stand with nothing to do but watch our podcast on the iPad.
Man,
I-
we are so boring.
I will.
I was about to say, I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
You're
No,
wasting
no,
your
no,
time.
no. I'm just saying. So while I was at the JW, I was like, "Hey, like we got a podcast," and Bree was like, "Wait, what?" So I was like, "Yeah, me and Chef Tyler are doing a podcast." She's like, "No."
And
I
you
was
know
like, "Yeah, here's our channel, Friendly Neighborhood Nerd. Subscribe."
You know what's
So
hilarious?
I don't know who signed into the YouTube on the iPad at the host stand, but they're
Follow
subscribed
us,
to
man.
us now. So that's all that matters. 1+ subscriber.
All I know. I
guess
guarantee
it
they
counts.
did not tune into this podcast to hear a story about you telling how they're listening to this podcast.
It's probably true, but Matt
do they
did text
like?
me saying, "Motherfucker, you better like name us."
Not,
Let's talk about sports.
I'll say not
Sports,
video
sports,
games.
sports. Mention our name. Oh, I'm also
Dude,
supposed
I
to
actually
say
do have a sports comment. to talk about
Chupa
this week.
Neo
I actually do.
Tikiko.
I really
Chupa
do.
Neo Tikiko, which apparently means suck my dick in Filipino.
Can I say my sports thing? I have an actual sports thing I can say.
I am fully focused on this. I want to hear this.
On this?
Yeah.
Joe's excited about sports ball.
I
This
don't know
never
who
happens.
the player is,
Okay.
but they keep talking about some guy named Football, and he is really big. He is popular.
That was a
No,
fucking-
actually, no, I
that's a
actually do.
sham- that's a
This is
sham-
an
that's a sham
actual.
comment.
This is an
No,
actual.
mine was
thing-
funny.
This is an actual thing I can say. This is not a joke.
Okay.
It is bullshit. We are on the wrong field. Some dude today got signed to play for some team, baseball for like 9 years and was paid $326 million.
That's correct.
What the fuck?
Baseball players are some of the highest paid athletes in the
I
world.
can throw a fucking ball.
Well, to be fair, actually, basketball is much higher than baseball.
I've
That's
never
why I
seen
said
anyone
baseball's
sign that big of a
one of the
contract.
highest.
One of.
There's like 6 sports. Let's slow down for a
In the
second.
world?
There's like 2.
If we want to talk
There's
about
the one
actually
with the ball
highest
and the
per
one with
capita,
the
I'm
skates.
sure it's soccer/football.
Well, I mean, it's soccer / football, but it's one of those where it's like you make the most money until you lose and then you die.
Then you die.
Who kills you?
Depending on what sport you're playing, you die
No,
of a
no, no.
brain injury. Have you seen the movie?
No,
Concussion?
I'm not talking about that. Did you not hear about
The
that?
three,
There was
the three highest paid athletes are soccer players:
Uh,
David Beckham, Ronaldinho, and Messi.
Hold on, let me contain my shock.
No, so there was a thing
I
where
need to have it.
there were
Something on
football
top
players,
of that.
soccer for the Americans. There were football players that were playing in the World Championships or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember. It's yeah. But they were playing and they lost. It was a country that was in South America, and they lost when they
Fuck
went
that.
back to their country.
Fucking word
The
that.
plane landed, the people left the plane, and the players were never heard from again and have apparently not resurfaced because people killed them for losing, and they did.
I just found out that I'm not gonna get my Reed shirt.
Why?
You know what? Sure.
No! Agreed! I am so fucking pissed!
The code had to be claimed
By the 10th.
midnight on Monday night.
Yeah, I knew that.
If
Did
you
not
didn't,
know that?
I didn't know you had to claim the code. I
Talk
just
about
thought you had to
firebombs and
complete-
new shit.
No,
And see,
I should have told you guys that because I've known that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you just had to
You
complete
guys
the
are gonna be
raid.
super jelly when Kaylee's wearing hers.
I love the fact
how did
that-
you get your code before the 10th?
Me and him completed it.
Yeah.
No, I get that. It said it takes 48 hours for you to get the code. You guys completed it with 24 hours
It
left.
didn't take me 40. I just
You
looked
had-
at Bungie.net.
You have to go and claim it. I didn't go and claim the code. I thought you just had to complete the raid by then. I was going to do it the day after. Found out I can't do
So
it.
basically, all you had to do was sign on the Bungie.
It's a
and
really
codes
cool
that
shirt too.
You didn't do it.
Yeah.
Not to
it
like
is.
rub it in,
No, it
but
is
I
a
went and
cool
looked
shirt.
at it because I was
Here's
like,
the
I just
thing.
want to buy it, and it looks really fucking cool.
Here's the thing. So, I didn't find out after. So y'all completed the raid. I eventually completed the raid.
Shannon, I completed the raid.
Joe completed damn near the entire raid.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, I feel bad because Joe's not getting a code. So I bought him a code on eBay.
What?
Guess what? You have to put the code in before the 10th.
Oh.
How much
So-
money
Did
was
you
it?
pay for that?
$6.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
So not bad. But
That was
it's
really
one of those
sweet
things
you,
where,
though.
like
I appreciate the shout out.
no, it's one of those where I was like, Joe put in the effort. He completed damn near the entire raid, just the final boss. Which, by the way, so the day where they had that cutoff, I was like, I want to fucking complete this. So I went through and I played it. It was great. Hold on, what the fuck is that? Oh, I'm just not doing it right. Scroll back down.
It was up here.
Oh.
That's why.
Apparently, I'm supposed to say Maganda, ni Bree, and Matt. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Whoa,
You guys want to know something that's really cool?
But
though? Are you
Matt
ready
told
for
me to
this?
say it.
You ready for this?
What?
E-Bombay!
Bombay!
Thank you.
Bombay!
The only
No one
fucking
else?
person who
I
got it.
was like, I was
No,
waiting
no,
for everyone
no.
else to do it. No one else did it, and I was like, I'm going for it.
No, Black Panther.
Yeah, but do it.
You
Yeah.
didn't yell it.
No, you said E Bombay. He said E Bombay. I said E Bombay.
You're supposed to say it.
I forgot that was a thing.
I'm sorry.
I said a
That's
word
the
called
coolest
it.
part of fucking.
Infinity War.
Yeah, all of it.
Did they do it in
And
Infinity War
Black
too?
Panther.
I just remember Endgame.
I don't remember it in Endgame. I remember it in Infinity War.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is Infinity War.
I don't remember it in Endgame.
Maybe it's Infinity War.
I don't. I
Yeah,
remember it in Infinity War.
Infinity War
It's
when they
in
were doing the
Endgame.
thing, and then like
I
right
thought it
when
was right
It
before
is.
the Avengers assemble.
Yeah, it's literally right as they're walking in, they start
Because they
shouting
start screaming it, and then everything gets quiet, and then he goes Avengers assemble, and then they attack. Yes.
Maybe I, maybe, maybe
dumb
I was
shit.
maybe
Such a good
I was
fucking
just too excited about Cap finally saying the line that we've waited
Uh,
I got 12 years for
Assemble.
someone
I
to
got
say.
so
I
fucking
think
mad
that was
when we were
exciting.
seeing Age of Ultron, and he goes Avengers credits.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
right.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
We're-
God,
we're-
come on, you're a fucking cock teeth.
We are like burning out
I
the
know.
microphones.
This
Spe-
is why we've gone through 2 mixers.
Speaking of cock tees, so has anybody here ever heard? Apparently, there is there's a coffee shop in Switzerland. There's a coffee shop in Switzerland called Fellatio Cafe.
I have a feeling I know what this cafe does.
So for 60
Sell
Swiss
yogurt?
francs or $50 USD comparatively, if you do the right conversion rate, you get a cup of coffee and you get a blowjob from a barista of your choice.
So it's a whorehouse.
It's a brothel.
That's what I said.
But no, it has coffee.
It's the same thing. It's
You're
the same
right.
thing. Just like
That's what really changes it.
It's a Starbucks, just with a little like I don't understand. Like it's just a little weird.
A little?
Like don't get me wrong, I'm fine with it.
it's what happens when it's legal and syndicated, though.
Yeah.
It's just like most European countries have on top of legal weed and stuff like that. They have legal prostitution, and it's syndicated
Nevada.
by the government,
Yeah.
and so it prevents
Why do you think Scott moved to Nevada?
it prevents human trafficking. It prevents illegal prostitution rings. It helps cut down on a lot of those major crimes
Oh,
that
all right. Yeah. I get it.
God, what am I supposed to show to my YouTube? Fucking Matt keeps texting me in the middle of this.
One of you dab.
How is your opinion of Halo Reach? Considering it is a PC port, it is a game that was built exclusively for consoles. What is your opinion?
On what? Hold on, what?
Halo Reach.
Halo Reach. I want to hear his opinion.
I have had 0 issues with it so far.
No tech issues? Really?
Nope. I played the entire campaign. In
I
one
was gonna
sitting.
say,
In what?
In one sitting.
Nice.
every time I talk to Shannon about it, his whole
It's-
response was, "I've been playing SWAT and I've been busting melons, or popping melons,
Popping melons. Yeah.
popping melons." My
Clicking
bad.
heads?
Yeah.
Yeah, get it right.
No, I've.
Halo
it's-
Reach
have
was
you-
meant to be played on a console.
Have
It's
you-
such a great fucking game.
Have you experienced any of the issues? one of the biggest things that I'm seeing people report on is that if anyone playing on PC connects a controller, it's like obscene amounts of aim assist. Have you encountered anything?
I've not used a controller. I don't know why I
Because
would.
he's not a goddamn pleb.
I don't.
This
Why
is
would I
just
want?
depressing.
why
I
would
was
I
just
want
I was just
to-
staring at Joe that entire time you said that, Corey.
I know, that's why I said Joe.
I do find it funny. Hold on. So I mentioned Fellatio Cafe. Jeff Taylor posts looks up tickets to Switzerland. I do find it funny. He's also wanted to talk about the new Sea of Thieves update.
I'm not. So I'm off tonight. So I'm either
We had
going to
we
do
had
the
an
thing
experience
that
with
I was
that.
waiting
Watch
to tell
it and then
everybody what
text
I'm going to do tonight, or watch this.
Watch it and text me.
I do
What
find it
about
funny. Yes,
So hold on.
I haven't seen a
This
single
has nothing to do
episode
with
of the
that.
show,
I promise you, this has nothing to do with that.
but
I just
somebody
need you to
told
look at
me
this
about
picture.
that. Yes.
This is trust me. This has nothing to do with what you think I'm talking to you about.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, what
I
about
want to know who actually wrote this. They wrote it as if Dr. Manhattan said it. I'm asking Nick. You're not allowed to answer because you're going to be able to see it. It says, "It is nighttime at my parents' house in 1979. I'm sitting in the hallway outside of their room as they argue behind a closed door. In 10 seconds, I will spill the apple juice."
Oh. Oh, no.
It's actually kind of sad, but it's a song that somebody
Hold on.
wrote.
Hold on. It's either Mark Hoppus or Tom DeLonge. Which one is it?
Hoppus.
Mark Hoppus. There we go. Apple juice in the hall. Please tell Mom this is not her fault. Say it again for the kid. Or Adam's song. Yeah. Sorry.
My daily playlist.
Who wants to talk about the Sea of
I-
Thieves?
Jeff Taylor. Joey.
So
Joey wants to talk about the new Sea of
Joey,
Thieves
why don't you play
update
Sea
with
of Thieves with
like
me?
the fucking
So-
firebombs. He's on constantly.
You don't play with me? I don't know if we're friends on Xbox.
I know for a fact.
Oh,
you and
no.
Merlin Beard are friends on
I
Xbox.
was on your fucking clan.
Yeah.
So
No.
me and Shannon and Drake played the other night, and
Fantastic.
the fire is an interesting new mechanic. It
To say
definitely
the least.
it spawns some chaos because if you catch on fire and you're like, oh shit, gotta get out of here, gotta jump overboard, and you jump over, but if you happen to run past one of your teammates, you'll accidentally set them on fire, which we discovered
That's so funny.
the hard way.
Yes, we did.
Fire bombs are nasty. We went up against a skeleton galleon. We were on a brigantine, and we went up against a skeleton galleon. And as we were sort of like weaving in and out of each other, trying to get shots off, we ended up colliding with them. And Shannon just stood on the bowsprit of the ship and just threw like 6 fire bombs at him, and he literally cleared out the entire deck of all skeletons. And so it made the fight completely trivial. I mean, we literally
Because what it did is it killed the people that were firing at us. So basically, it just cleared the deck because they continue to respawn, but the deck's on fire, so they continue to take
They just
damage.
die.
they
as
don't
soon as
have
they
they don't
respawn.
have a way to throw. They don't throw water on it, so they just as soon as they walk out of the spawn point, the skeletons die. And so
I
we
do
were
find it
able
funny.
to-
I will say so you, me, and Drake played as soon as that mechanic was added. Like I mean like it was like, oh, day one, this is added. You, me, and Drake played, and we spawned, and you spawn in the I don't know what you want to call it, like the tavern, and we're sitting there, and I literally went 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's new. Click. And I just threw a fucking firebomb at what eventually spawned into Drake. And I lit his ass on fire real fucking fast. And I just bolted out of the fucking tavern. And you were still spawning in at the time. But like Drake was running around on fucking fire and he couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. It's because we just started lighting shit on fire. Like it's so fucking good. I love Sea of Thieves.
I enjoyed it. It's definitely one of those. I tried to play it maybe a month or so ago by myself. I can't. There's some people that are able to play that game by themselves and enjoy it. I personally, I can't.
Fucking
I can't.
mages.
I can't do it. I need to play with people.
Yeah, we lucked out and we happened to go onto this island, kill one of the Ashen Guardian skeletons, get one of the keys. When we killed that ghost ship, just happens because it's not a guaranteed thing. Happened to drop one of the Ashen chests, and we got one of the tomes. That's like there's like 1 in 5 tomes that can drop, and then
We
if you
sold
get
it for
that,
like what, 4,000?
it was a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and
But it unlocks
and-
like a special thing you can only get like to buy this like like this sword or this like hat or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to find this tome, and it's like a very small.
I mean, in the 3 hours that
Chance.
we played, I made like 14 grand.
Might have been more. I don't know.
I mean, I made a lot.
I was gonna say that sounds right for the last few times I've played with Shannon and Drake. I've made a ridiculous amount of gold playing with you guys, and again, I try to play by myself, but every time I play one, like it's pointless. I might as well just not even attempt to load the game unless I'm loading the beta, which because I'm in beta, so like if I load the beta, I get like 1 or 2 versions before before release.
That gameplay right now.
And
I haven't seen that earlier. I need to look it up. I'm
with
so
that,
excited.
I can go through. I can usually get maybe 1, maybe 2 missions in, and then I die, and then that's about the point in time that I get the notification. Hey, heads up, you've played this enough to where you'll get an unlock in the actual game, and then load up the actual game, and I get like it's like 30 or
I didn't hear about that until I watched the
3,000.
movie.
Yeah, don't say anything.
I'm
I-
not. I figured that was what you were waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
So
What are you waiting for, Shannon?
Well,
Here,
are we
talk
done talking about
Spill the beans.
yeah.
I want to hear.
What are we
Okay.
doing?
He's very excited.
Sha-
about something.
Shannon really doesn't usually talk about a lot of things, and he doesn't get very excited about things very often.
So when Shannon
he
gets
is,
excited, it's like
I want to
oh,
hear.
wait, what?
That's why
Alright,
I got excited when I
so-
saw this because I was like, I know he's gonna talk tonight.
Oh, is he gonna be?
No, the one thing I wanted to talk about tonight is if you didn't see it yesterday, it was officially announced and took a lot of people by surprise because of how soon it's coming out.
Did it?
Yes, because it was just all of a sudden it was just like
I don't even know
I feel like there was a leak like a week and a half.
There was, but it's
It was-
also the fact of like, didn't you say it's coming out soon?
yes,
Go ahead.
It's not taking like 3
Resident Evil 3.
Oh,
Yes.
I did hear about this.
yes, it was officially unveiled
years.
yesterday.
Pre-order for the
Yes.
collector's edition exclusive to GameStop.
And
on
have
sale
you
today.
heard about the outrage that people are having because they put Jill in pants and not a skirt?
Good.
The internet is
Fuck that. Who
melting
gives a
down
shit?
about it.
Who gives a shit?
Fuck
Jill
the man.
Valentine can wear whatever the fuck she wants. She's a badass woman. Don't need no goddamn man. Plain and simple. Jill Valentine.
I will. Okay,
My only thing there though is who is it that does the whole line about Barry? Where's Barry?
Who is that?
wait, hold on.
Is that clear?
It's in the
Metal?
original
It's-
Resident Evil. Barry? Where's Barry?
Metal.
No, not Manolo. It's in the
You're
original
not-
Resident
you're not
Evil.
Shannon.
No, that would be
No,
be
that's the
Claire.
thing.
No.
He's talking about video games. I gotta be the channel.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's
no.
it's not Claire because it's a guy.
No, it's not.
I thought it was a guy.
I thought it was a chick. Well, no, it depends on who you pick because I think they both say it.
And
Because
are
if
you
you
talking the
play
first?
Chris, it's
I think
Chris
First
Fully
Resident
on you
Evil,
right now.
it's Claire Red. Who are your
Yeah,
two
how many
playable
Resident
characters
Evils
in the original?
original. Chris and Claire.
Ask me.
How many
Chris
Resident Evils
Redfield
are there?
and
7.
Claire Redfield.
Yeah.
Or no, it's
No.
Chris and Jill.
He's so on point.
So then
No,
in
it
that-
is Christian. Never mind.
It's perfect.
It's Chris and Jill, so it's Chris that says it.
So you can say
yeah.
Jill doesn't need a man all you want, but she
Three red
specifically
shirts.
needs Barry because she needs to know where he is.
2 blue shirts.
Depending on who you're playing
That's
at the
crazy.
time, she's just curious as to where the fuck Barry is.
I just that line
But
was so horribly.
Anyway, so
Barry? Where's Barry?
I do trust them because they did such a good job with the remake for Resident Evil 2.
I'll
did
give
not
you
like
that.
it.
What? Oh,
He
you
like
can-
that's option.
He was like, "Hold on, what the fuck did you just say?"
but I will say, and once again,
Who did?
I'm slightly picky. They
Slightly picky.
Well, I will get to that.
Yeah. Didn't mean to interrupt.
And it hasn't. It really, it's just going. It's not that big of a deal to me. The whole like the pants skirt. I don't care about that specifically, but I will say it is interesting that they chose to change how the characters looked.
Mhm.
Like Carlos doesn't look like Carlos. Carlos has like he had like kind of like slicked kind of hair to the side kind of thing, but then like on this one, like it's like super long and it's like black and curly, which it makes sense. Like, it's not like anything obscene. They did change slightly how some of the characters look. So, but I don't.
Things that you weren't expecting from a remake.
Yeah, it's just like at first I looked at him and I was like, is that supposed to be Carlos? like it was one of those things like
Fire
somebody has played through it
Mencia.
It's
so
not
many
like it was
times.
concept art or something where it was like, oh, that was the original. We changed it for the game. It's like this game was already made. The character models were there. Why did we change it?
That's really the one
Yeah,
thing.
and again,
That's-
it's not like a bad thing. It's
It'd
just
be like them
that's
porting-
a weird thing to just sit and be like, I'm gonna change this character.
It'd be like them porting Halo Reach to PC, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna make Warthogs blue."
yeah,
I don't understand this. Why is Master Chief wearing armor? I think he should be.
Whoa,
in
whoa,
leggings.
whoa, Mr. Chef.
Yeah, it's Mr. Chef. No, but does look phenomenal.
Jim.
Collector's edition is exclusive to GameStop. It's awesome. Pre-ordered it already.
179.
Yeah.
Wonder
why.
Well, you see, I need my Jill statue to go next to my Leon statue. So it comes into a box. It looks like the inventory crate from Resident Evil 3. So that's really cool. There's like a map of Raccoon City. There's like a concept art book. There's some extra skins and stuff, which I'm wondering if those skins actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think those skins are the classic outfits for the
Interesting.
characters. So I'm wondering if you can just use that and then basically play classic mode anyway. But
Raccoon City's still a thing in Resident Evil 3.
yes.
In Resident
Yes.
Evil 3, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2.
Well, it's different times, different people.
You look like you had.
Yeah,
something
but I
loaded
thought
and ready
two-
there for a second.
Dude, I'm trying. I'm
Doesn't
thinking
2
so
go,
hard.
like-
No,
But
that
it's-
was your dad.
Oh.
That
No,
wasn't
but no,
that wasn't a
twice.
very good bard one.
No.
Twice.
It's happening at you're playing different people, so it's like
So are
it's
two
like a
things
Venn
taking place at
diagram,
the
like
same
part
time?
of like kind of
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's like, yeah. So,
I didn't know that.
but no, I'm super
Are they
excited.
brothers?
But I think I saw something about being I didn't actually hear what you're saying. Sorry, I'm actually excited to talk about something. It's not Destiny.
So
He's trying
you're like
so
take
hard.
control, which is fantastic. So I'm like, well, there's got to be a Shannon right now. So I'm trying so hard. Your wit is hard to replicate.
It really is though. He's been sitting over there the whole time like,
like come on. But I start thinking something like that'd be funny. Oh, they passed that conversation 5 minutes.
Hey, hold on. Can we go back for
Yeah.
No,
we just
we want to play 5 minutes.
Can we get the replay on the telephone?
But no, something about the Naughty Dog developer, like animator, or somebody like some animator or something that for like maybe look it up on that thing. But there was something about I thought like the animator that helped with like Uncharted series was doing something with that. I could be wrong, but
What?
with Resident Evil 3.
Speaking of which, so
Ex-Naughty Dog animator claims Resident Evil 3 is stunningly realistic.
Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind.
what is
I thought it
everybody
was-
working tomorrow?
Like my normal shift, bro.
another person.
So
asked me
off
a
at
question.
4, not working tomorrow, not working tomorrow.
Hey, what time do you work tomorrow?
Shannon,
I don't work.
not working
you're on
tomorrow.
vacation.
So I'm
Everyone's off.
Oh, okay.
So,
what
what?
time
No,
do
no. I'm working tomorrow, but I'm
carrying your ass
scheduled as the wine bar first cut. So
The fucking
I'm
shit. We're all
like,
getting together.
well, no,
Without you.
well,
I'll be at
tomorrow-
work.
tomorrow's the video
That's
game
where we're
awards.
getting together.
That's fine.
Oh,
Good
is
luck
it?
getting in.
Yeah, so
What's a video game?
video game awards. Where
simple as that.
fucking whatever, bro.
Immediately like, God damn.
Video
I like the way you
games
said
is
something
things
like
he
that
plays
would
with controllers on the
It's like-
TV. No, so tomorrow's the video game awards. So I was gonna say like we should all get together and watch the video game awards. 'Cause
I
there's supposed to be a lot of
just
new,
watched a clip of 2 years ago's video game awards like last night. So
Is it the
I'm
one
curious
where the
about it.
guy got fucking pissed off
No.
and started ranting about shit?
It was. I did not realize that at one point they got Phil Spencer, Reggie,
Fils-Aimé.
Fils-Aimé, and then the cunt from
Little
Sony,
the cunt from Sony.
all on
Little
the stage
Reggie.
together.
Not
Yeah.
Reggie, but Sony's Reggie.
He no longer works for Sony too. That's true. Dude, it's so funny too, because like they get everyone on board, or like on stage or whatever, and like Phil Spencer's just like, today is the best time. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
She's the only present we need.
We're
So
good.
Kaylee said.
All the game is solved right there in that corner right there. That's exactly what it is. So they have the classic costumes.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. You're right.
But no, they went through and
So like I said,
Phil Spencer's just
changed
like,
how
you know,
Jill and Carlos looks,
I
and then
but they have the classic.
I don't
They have the
want to
classic skins.
upset you, but I have not played.
Nemesis
any
is a great game.
other
I've played
Resident
1,
Evils besides
4, and
4.
7.
And 7.
I'm not even joking.
Those-
I'm
That's
not
fine.
being-
Those are
no, I
good
played a
ones.
little bit of 5. So I played
You
1,
played
4,
three.
5, and 7.
Seven scared
You
me.
played 3, I know for a
Scared
fact.
my poopy.
Don't remember what that'd be.
I
like.
did not like playing them because they were scary, but I watched my dad play them.
No, I'll be honest. So
Put
I
the zombie,
actually,
Daddy,
I
I'm
still
afraid.
have the footage, but 2 parts of the footage don't have sound because I forgot to alter my mixer to figure out what was capturing sound. However, the other times I have sound, the sound's fucked up, and my audio is mixed in with the game audio, and the game audio is obscenely loud. If you want to hear me, otherwise it's normal. Mostly because it's like, I'm gonna open the door. Fuck!
Oh shit! I found a bag of Milky Ways.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What are they called in a tinderbox?
No, I need to explain why I call this guy a cunt.
cylinder.
Tinder cylinder.
Dude, hardcore mode on that game is impossible. By the way, did I ever I told Nick about that, but did I ever tell you guys about that? They made a hardcore mode for Amnesia. So, what
Another
was
game that I will never play.
The water
It's
level.
good. It's I'm starting to gain an appreciation for certain scary things. And I think the reason is so like we just watched It Chapter 2 thanks to a certain Plex.
So, It Chapter 2 I really enjoyed, but some of the CG looked so awful.
I'm not even talking about the CG. To me,
I just hated the Deadpool
It
scene. in it.
Chapter
I'm not making a
2
joke. There's literally a Deadpool scene in that movie.
It Chapter 2 is not a scary movie.
No.
It's an adventure movie.
With some scares.
With horror.
Yeah.
With a
with-
couple attempted jump
like-
scares.
Yeah, like sprinkle.
Like
Like Salt Bay.
Like they did they did a much better job at creating a very creepy atmosphere and world. But like the first one had a lot more scary elements. Like in the first one, whenever fucking it rises out of the water and fucking shakes, it was him like violently
The
seizing,
whole
running
scene
after
under
the
the
kid.
bleachers, I was just like, get the fuck
I
out
wasn't
of there.
scared. It was more along the lines of like
I was like,
"Aw."
I
you
felt
need to get out of
uneasy.
there.
I felt like
bad.
I
girl,
did
fucking
too.
run! You're about to get
There's
No.
a girl with a birthmark. It's literally, I think,
It's
one of
so
the main
horrible.
parts of a trailer. And she goes under. She's following this firefly, and she goes under, and all of a sudden his hands come out and catch it, and you see his face glow, and he's like talking to her and everything, and he's like, maybe if we blow on it, it'll go away. And then he like sits there and drools for like half an hour. And I'm not exaggerating. The scene of
it's
him
not
like
even
it's
that.
on his face, and he's just drooling, and then he just bites her, and it was just like. It was all expected. There was no surprise. There was no horror aspect. It was just like, you're dumb.
But what made that not terrifying, that's not the word. But
It
it
was
was just
terrible.
sad and terrible is the fact that she's like, I don't have any friends because everyone makes fun of me and bullies me for my face. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, people bully me too for my face. And she's like, oh, can we be friends? He's like, I'm gonna fucking eat you.
But
And I'm just like,
well,
what? Get out of
what
there.
that's what he does. And there's like the whole thing with the kid in all the trailers and everything, like
And
on the
the,
skateboard.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
God.
Like-
Doing sick
There was
tricks.
no way that
No,
kid had
actually,
that
you never
much
see
blood.
him do sick tricks.
hands down.
Easter egg, by the way. If you look at the bottom of the skateboard, it has the pattern from The Shining, the carpet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't know that. Hands down though.
The more you know.
In chapter 2, the scene in the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Terrifying in the Tim Curry
Oh, yeah.
original. When they start like opening up the
I knew it was coming.
the cookies
I
and
freaked
everything
out.
like
I was
that,
freaking
like,
out
with
in
the
the
eye
movie
and stuff like
theater
that.
on the new one.
No, there was no
Eh.
horror there whatsoever.
Not in any
No,
way, shape, or form.
but the whole time
The-
I was sitting there like this, and I kept going, Nick, Nick, Nick,
The,
Nick,
uh,
and he was like, oh shit, and then it ended. We were like, oh, that was it.
Personally, the fortunes themselves,
Yeah,
that was brilliant.
yeah.
Granted, I haven't seen any other It or anything, but the whole where they create the message and everything, I thought that was awesome because it was like it immediately set the move of like, here we go.
So that follows the book. The original Tim Curry one doesn't necessarily follow the book. It kind of has the same idea, but I thought the Tim Curry one was actually more terrifying, personally,
And apparently,
than what was in the thing.
apparently all the
book
monsters
was-
that you see in that thing are all based on a variety of different fears that people would have from the late 80s due to movies.
Yes,
It's like the eyeball thing is directly from a movie.
yes.
I learned all this after the fact. I agree with you. It wasn't very scary. It was more. I mean, I'm sure if I was in a situation and that thing was coming at me, I'd be a little more scared.
Well, that's like
watching a movie.
so,
I'm like, yeah, it's CGI. I'm
so in the new one you didn't have it too much, but like in the original, again, the one with Tim Curry and stuff like that, there's a sequence where what is his name? Seth Green is being chased by the Wolfman because his character had seen the movie The Wolfman, the like old school Universal movie, and
That's why I
so
just
like
started raining 'cause I just kept playing
like
Bioshock
he's
too.
having like fears of the Universal Wolfman, like that's my terrifying fear and stuff like that. So like Seth Green was reacting to
Right.
that. But like in the new one, like you don't have a lot of stuff with that, so you have like brief references. So I like that they kept the same kind of feeling, but I just wish it was a little more.
I just like the
scary.
whole
Okay,
thing with I fucked your mom.
So, personally, I do have
Best
one
part of that movie.
disappointment from that movie, and this is gonna sound very weird.
The movie.
No, it was
Naked woman.
It was the naked old lady,
Yes.
and it. Well, why do you think?
It felt very out of place. It felt like they were shoehorning it in because they were like, "Oh, this is based off a Stephen King novel, so we're gonna kind of shoehorn in a reference to
I didn't have
The
any,
Shining."
I wouldn't agree with that.
Not my
it
issue
doesn't-
with it at all.
I just thought the
Here-
part that I
Here's my thing.
get
I
was just her going.
it
in the back
looked
of the
weird.
room,
It
and I was
looked out
like,
of
that
place,
doesn't
and
even
it's
like- what is it
not
even
in the
doing?
book.
It does look creepy.
It's kind of creepy. But
Well,
what the fuck
the
are you
her
doing?
when she's
Everyone-
like-
everyone just laughed
When
in the
she's
theater.
walking around and everything, like well, when she's walking around in the back, when she did go by, Haley actually, she's like, was she flossing? Because it does look like she's like flossing behind. But it was more of when she comes running out and it's not her
It's true,
because it's like CGI.
It's so terrible CGI.
I wouldn't say that it's terrible CGI. I just wish they would have went with more of the realistic model, like the one dead kid who drives around. What's his face?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
that was well done
on?
because it
Go
was
back.
simple. It was just it almost
Right.
could have been fake.
Right.
I wish I would have went that direction.
800,000%.
Yeah.
See,
That's not a number.
my problem was
7 is though.
At least 7.
infinite more percent. So like in the original book,
That's an irrational.
it's so
got
she
Nick
so
talking
she
about
goes
shit.
back and
You
she
fucked
sees
up.
the old lady, but it doesn't have the naked old lady.
Blow him,
It ends
blow
up being like
You're gonna blow it.
her
Bore him.
dad,
Or-
but
yeah.
like her dad has
Right.
left and doesn't live there anymore. And he's like, "Oh yeah, does that vagina still taste good?" And I'm like, "Wait, that's a dad talking about his daughter's pussy. This is getting a little weird." When I was reading the
this whole
book,
conversation get weird.
no, that's what I'm saying. So I understand why they changed it. Having a naked old lady, fully CGI, like giant.
I
tall-
get
like,
why it was CGI.
I just.
That makes sense. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying I want to see a naked old lady running around. I just see that movie had too much CGI for me.
So you want
I-
to know a
I-
wild fun fact? There are
I'm a little
more decimal numbers than there are whole numbers between 0 and 1.
Well, yeah, because there's an infinite number of each.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
That just broke me.
0 and 1.
Just
but,
like the
infinite
eye on
numbers,
Jeremy
there's-
Bearimy.
Huh?
That just broke me.
Yeah,
Jeremy Bearimy.
there are more numbers
It
between
wasn't
0
the
and
number.
1
It
than
was
there
the
are
dot
whole
on the
numbers.
eye.
That broke me.
That-
I'm done.
That broke me.
And that calculation is eyes.
You know the best part of that entire thing? That entire scene, the best part that I'd forgotten about, and I think you've seen
Epic
it. You've
Rabbiles
seen the
of
show,
History.
Craig?
Oh.
Good Place?
Hmm?
And Nick's seen
I've
it.
only seen season 1.
Oh, The
part of
Good
season
Place.
Okay, so you maybe haven't seen that.
So you haven't seen Jeremy
I've only
Bearimy.
seen The Bad Place.
But you've seen the first season?
two. Yes.
What, hell?
Okay.
He hasn't seen Jeremy Bearimy,
No.
but there's a
Enough.
spot where they're.
That
So
makes
I'm
sense.
basically just talking to Nick at this point.
Yeah.
But they're talking, and Janet's like, so, or Michael's like, yeah, so basically,
Michael and
unfortunately,
Janet and stuff.
we damned you all to hell. And Janet just goes, and that's our bad guys. And it's just the way he's like, you're damned to hell, and she's like, and that's our bad guys.
I want to say real quick, just because I haven't had a chance to call it out because we haven't gone back to Halo, but Joey said Joey kind of made a little bit of a Shrek is Love reference with when we were talking about Halo. He said, "Reach SWAT is love. Reach SWAT is life."
All right, well, Joey, we're playing SWAT because that's
Meh.
all I play.
Can we talk about how great Frozen 2 is?
You know what my issue is? My highlight, the reason why I don't want to play SWAT anymore is because the last time I played SWAT, I played with Achievement Hunter. I don't want to play it
You played with Achievement Hunter?
again. Yes.
Wait, hold on. What?
Yeah, with. It was one of the earlier, it was before I moved here, if that's the same thing. So it was 2010. It was their Extra Life stream. And I got to play. So I won a thing on it, which I still have. It is Borderlands Game of the Year edition, which I won from them. And as I was watching the stream, so the way my setup was at my mom's, I was in the basement. It was a walkout basement. To be fair, it was like I could.
He was like,
leave.
to be fair, I'm not a total nerd,
Right.
and you could walk out of the
I
basement.
could like
I wasn't trapped.
I could go in and out that door, whatever I wanted. And like I had a couch, and you know,
It was just
I live in my
it
mom's
was just
basement.
how quickly you just were like. "Mhm."
But I had my TV and like my like chair with like a little whatchamacallit, like footrest and everything. But next to it, I had an end table with my laptop, my old MacBook, 13-inch MacBook. I had the stream going, and I was playing Halo Reach at the same time because like they're playing Halo Reach. I want to play Halo Reach, so I start playing, and then Jack goes, "All right, for everyone who wants to play, shout it out in the chat." And of course,
Oh yeah.
which is the same way I won the title, by the way. The question was, who talks about, or what is the quote Duke Nukem says involving bubblegum?
Oh.
duh.
Right, but I was the first one to type it.
Came here to kick ass.
And you know what's
chew
funny
bubblegum,
is I spelled things wrong, and I had enough time to backspace and type out the rest before anyone else.
Do you know what movie that line is referencing?
Yes.
No.
No.
No, go ahead.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Joe,
Clearly, so
do you
go
know?
ahead.
I'm reading facts about Frozen. What?
Do you? Okay. The line in a video game that Duke Nukem uses references a film. Do you know what film?
What's the line? I don't even know what the fuck.
I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah, it's from the meme on Game of Thrones with
No.
hold on. With Cersei, where she says, "I came here to raise my children and fuck shit up, and I'm all out of children."
Oh my
I was gonna say, let him finish his bit.
Let it finish his bit.
Gosh.
You know what movie?
No.
They live.
Thank you,
Roddy Piper.
Good
I don't even
job.
know what that is.
Rowdy Rod Piper.
What does They Live?
They Live. It's a horror
Yeah,
film
Joe.
from the 80s where a guy puts on glasses and he can like instead of seeing people, he sees people, but then also if there's aliens, he sees them as their original thing. So like without
Yeah,
glasses,
I get what you're saying.
you
I
look like a
understand.
person.
Yeah, I get it.
with
I
glasses,
understand
you
what
look like
glasses
the alien. And he walks into a bank and he goes, "I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum." And then he just mows down everybody in the fucking bank.
I've never
So-
heard of this movie.
Roddy Rod Piper from WWF.
Yeah, if he says it a few
The
more times, you'll
professional
get it. Roddy Rod Piper from
WWF.
WWF.
Oh, that guy.
But no,
The guy from the Wild Wildlife
you so-
Foundation.
I hate you so much.
Who made me laugh?
the World Wildlife Foundation.
But yeah, no. The last time I played Halo, I got invited to the
yeah, that's
game with Jack and people, and the nice thing was I was on
That'd been cool.
I was on the opposite side of the team, right? So I had their stream, and every time I would kill them, we had our local chat on. So I killed Jack, and at one point he goes, "Fuck!" and it kicked, because he got killed and it was respawning. But in the stream, I got to hear him go, "Fuck!" like as loud as humanly possible, and I was just like, "Yes." I'll continue headshotting.
watch
these
that
guys.
I have
really good.
succeeded.
The score was to 50, and I had 32 kills. That was the top tier of Corey's game.
No,
was
that
on that.
that was when you peaked. It's been downhill.
Yeah,
ever since.
absolutely. No, I
Ever
agree.
since.
I agree wholeheartedly. I don't have an Xbox 360 anymore, but I still have that fucking game.
I have 6 360s. You can just take one home tonight if you want.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
good.
What?
Alan Tudyk said he's done working with Disney because John Lasseter is leaving. So Alan Tudyk was because he's basically being forced out. So Alan Tudyk was like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Right, but why is okay?
the whole reason he was there is because he's friends with.
Hey,
John
where's your
Lasseter.
chalkboard?
Right, but what I'm saying is like
Sean.
I.
Oh yeah,
That's
wow.
why- that's why you get messed
Wow.
up.
I was like,
Does that show
why?
my
I think
age?
A little
you were
bit.
talking about John
What's my
Lasseter
age
being
again?
forced out, and I was like,
100%.
okay, maybe he just disagrees with the fact that he
God
was being
damn it.
forced
I
out.
don't get it.
It's made a Blink 182
Blink
reference.
182.
I
Straight
didn't
up.
hear it.
What?
I'm the only one who doesn't like Blake. in this
He's like,
game. I'm
"Tyler, where's
sorry.
your chalkboard for the tree?" And I was like, "I don't know." And Shannon's like, "Chalkboard? What?" And Corey's like, "God, I just show my age." And Shannon, quick as a whistle every time.
What's my
What's
age
my
again?
age again?
Where's my Asian friend?
I still don't get it.
It's
What's
a
my
song.
age again?
It's one
The
of
song.
Blink's most
Blink
popular
182?
songs.
My
Wait,
bad, guys.
That's about the
Jesus
time she
fucking
walked
Christ.
away.
It's his favorite song, or no?
Nobody
both
likes you
of
when
their
it's
songs.
It actually is my
23.
favorite song. Blink 182.
You know, some more music.
So-
250 people.
Yeah, something like that.
I will never forget. I thought this was so cool. This is a random
Hold
point.
it.
I'm talking about old Xbox stuff. So if you get on Nick's old Xbox 360 profile, it has a bio, and in the bio he talks about like on this date my band played a show in front of 250 people. It was the proudest moment of my life.
It's okay. On my Xbox bio, from I think it's still there. It has my highest score I ever made in Left 4 Dead 1 on the No Mercy campaign, which out of 5,400 was 53,012, I believe.
Nice.
I'm such a pro gamer.
Hashtag programmer.
I still don't understand how I passed your gamer score like 6 years ago. Have not played Xbox in like 4 years, and I still like am so far past you.
Who still plays Xbox for achievements? Not me. I'm just gonna
Why were you doing this then? That usually
Because
means
I was like,
that usually means you.
No,
Who's
we're
been doing it? I'm throwing you off right now.
Yeah, it's like, who's been doing that?
Go on.
Not me.
To
We're
be
making
fair-
the pivot to Destiny 2.
To
your,
be fair,
your opinions off what you've played in the new season.
I've literally what
Sucks.
you and I have played.
What are your opinions?
No, it's good. I thought there'd be a little more. Again, same issue. I thought there'd be a little more cinematics. From what I've heard, is there is a cinematic
I don't
later
think
on.
we've gotten to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So when we get to that, I'll probably have different
You watch it?
judgment. The auto rifle I got is fantastic. Apparently, there's a
How's
lot
the
of other
scout
guns that
rifle?
are awesome. What scout rifle? Oh,
I
symmetry.
actually know
Yes.
a bit about
So,
the new scout rifle. And that's not me.
I
making
sent
shit up. I
him
talked
a
to somebody
video.
about it. It's really
That scout rifle is going to be
Two-tap.
the bane of people's existence. On PvP.
I tried to do. I was playing Crucible earlier.
Is it kinetic or energy?
energy?
Okay.
But
it's
it uses
electric.
it uses special ammo.
It is.
So it uses
Oh,
energy
really?
ammo.
Yes.
Nice.
If you get the dynamic charge to 3 and then activate Arc Seeker mode, it's a 3-tap.
Revelation mode, by the way.
If you get to 7 stacks of dynamic
6.
charge,
It was found out. So if
6.
if you have 8 or less resilience, it is 6. If you have 8 or if you have 9 or more, then it's 7.
Okay, so 6 to 7 dynamic charge and activate Arc Seeker mode, 2-tap.
Any guardian.
And
And
it
by the
doesn't
way,
require
It
any-
showed there was a guy literally one of the videos I watched is a guy standing still and he goes and it's the seeking. It's not seeking. Basically, it takes your hitbox and does this with it.
Mhm.
So he literally shot like what would be here and it explodes and hits him.
and causes damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
It makes your hitbox
disgusting.
massive.
I am
So,
bound
the
to
thing is,
I'm
It's
gonna
a
use my
legendary, not an exotic,
my
right?
crystal
an exotic.
microphone
It's an
here.
exotic.
and
Okay.
I'm going to use my crystal microphone here and predict it will be nerfed.
I think it will as well. I think that the only saving grace we
Later.
have is that Revolution only lasts for
10 seconds.
10 seconds. So you activate it, and then you have the buff, and it doesn't start counting down until you fire your first shot with it, which is cool.
it is cool.
I think it's cool
I
because
agree.
you can sort of anticipate when you're going to use it, so you can activate it and hold on to it, and then when you finally get a group of enemies, you can switch and pull it out and use it.
Question: Does it? How long does it? Can you activate it again?
So
Yeah.
the way you get dynamic charges is headshots.
And
Every
the cool-
headshot is 1 stack, and then you switch to Arc Seeker mode, and your guy like slams the bottom of the magazine, and it electrifies the gun, and it looks all cool. And then you have Revolution, and you have the buff, and then the moment
Revolution.
Basically.
the moment you pull the trigger the first time, it starts counting down to 10 seconds. Once it runs out, you can still use the Arc Seeker mode, but you lose the bonus damage. You have to switch back to the regular mode, get headshots again, and then switch back to
The
Arc
cool
Seeker.
thing about the charge, by the way, is you can actually put the gun away and bring it back out, and it keeps the charges.
Mhm.
The only time you lose charges is when you die.
Yep.
Which makes sense. The biggest thing is so that Arc Seeker thing, it drops your RPMs from like 260 down to about 150.
It goes from the scout rifle itself is full auto on the same level of like Randy's throwing knife from
Yep.
last season.
It's literally boop 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 boop.
What
boop,
is
boop,
Randy's
boop,
throwing
boop.
knife?
It's a scout
It's a
rifle.
ritual scout rifle.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, I keep seeing that in my collections. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
But it's
Yeah.
it's poof 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 poof,
No, I
and then
think I saw
you
it on Quest,
you
right?
switch
Quest
to the
4.
Arc Seeker and it goes boom, 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 and so I mean it
It also
cuts
has
your
splash damage too.
cuts
so-
your RPMs in half, but
Yeah.
it's nice. Have you seen the other feature? So if you're a hunter and you put on 6 Coyote, which gives you double dash,
Yeah.
double dodge, and then you put double dynamo mods on your class item.
Which is what?
It's the one that when you activate your class ability, it gives you super energy.
Oh yeah.
Um, hunters can get super by running in somewhere, melee, dodge, super. When they activate their super, they get their class ability back. And so I watched a guy go into the tribute hall, and literally he was spamming Blade Barrage once every 6 seconds.
Oh, great.
Um,
Fucking can't wait for that to happen.
and then
PvE?
warlocks
Or
can do
PvE?
something very similar with chaos reach.
Why is he getting so much super?
It's just because of how Dynamo. It's the interaction between Dynamo and stacking a full. I want to say what's the one for super intellect?
Yes.
Stacking full intellect. If you have tier 10 intellect and then double Dynamo with 6 Coyote, you can literally fill your super like that.
Wow.
I predict that if they don't nerf Dynamo, they will shut off the
Or maybe,
offending
or
exotics.
I was gonna say, or remove the stacking abilities.
I think that they should keep the stacking ability because certain other classes it doesn't affect.
Yeah.
Like for me as a Daybreak Warlock, I could use double Dynamo to get my Rift back faster, which
Yeah.
could be beneficial.
Right.
But with certain
Well,
exotics,
does it affect Rift?
Dynamo affects your class ability.
Oh.
So Rift, dodge.
I was gonna
or,
say, 'cause
barricade.
They did the math, and now that they've changed it so that your class stat, because now it's no longer based on like discipline or whatever it was called for your class ability. Now it's based off of what your class is supposed to be. So like as a warlock, if you have high recovery, it reduces the amount of time it takes to get your rift back up. Whereas I saw for a hunter, if you have 10 stacks of mobility, not only are you lull fast, your dodge comes back in 3 seconds.
Yes.
And that is mathematically 3 seconds.
Yes.
That's
So,
hilarious.
Dodge.
They're the exact same specs, though.
Literally.
It's
1300
1300 and 1600.
I think that they will.
Don't see the
I think that they will nerf it at some point, whether
Yeah.
they remove the stacking ability or not.
People are calling this, what I've seen is people are calling this the season of the hunter.
Yeah.
'Cause it's,
Hunters
are,
Which is funny because there was supposed to be a huge focus on Solar Warlock.
No, just there's a huge focus on solar.
Yeah.
Solar in general.
Like, I played with the
Warlock
solar-
was one of the main ones.
I am not a huge fan of the
Solar Warlock
solar
change.
the top, not
Too
so
much
much
of the
the
sky.
change, but purely because it lasts for 4 seconds.
Yeah, the super lasts for no time at all.
Like
Because bottom tree is the one where when you
hysterical.
get
I
get
charge
kills,
it,
recharges.
and I jump and I use the boost. The boost is super cool. It's just like the way it used to be. And I'll melee and it'll go and shoot the 3 fireballs. But I swing and my super bar goes.
Yeah.
Like I get maybe 4 or 5 swings off.
It
before it's
cuts
done.
it cuts a lot of time after
I-
super.
Whereas bottom people can float around 10 to 15 seconds
I got
hitting people and it recharges a little.
I got
I
sixth
do have one thing I
sixth
want to say about
stand
that,
in
because I was
Crucible
proud of that.
earlier today with Bottom Tree Daybreak. I literally I killed 4 of them and then I rounded the corner and got them as they were coming out of their spawn, and I got 6
Yeah.
because my super just kept recharging.
I will say it was kind of funny. So we ran the new-ish raid. We did Garden of Salvation. We got
did we?
all the way to the boss fight and had to stop. I joined up with another group. By the way, it took us 3 hours and we still couldn't pass the boss.
Yeah.
And I had to leave, so I had to go to work. I get out of work and I go. I come home. I found a group. In their defense, or not in their defense, I guess I want to sub this with I joined into your guys' chat. I was like, hey, I'm looking for stuff, and then I dropped out of your guys' chat real fast.
Without
'cause-
telling us anything.
without saying
And then
anything.
afterwards rejoined to say, hey, I'm going to go watch Beauty and the Beast and Enchanted Christmas. Fuck you guys. And just got back off. We're like,
I don't think that's exactly what he said, but it
Pretty close.
But yeah,
paraphrase.
pretty close. But by the way, Matt and Bree are still apparently watching right
I'm so sorry.
because they keep showing pictures.
Very sorry.
They're sitting at the host stand just watching because there's nothing else to do at work apparently.
What can we do to make fun of you?
I don't know.
Let me find that picture.
Dick, you're a bad bartender.
Which
Yes.
picture?
Yes.
You'll see here in a second.
Okay.
Can I see what
Anyway,
I did, though, and just see you?
But no, it's one of those things where like we go through and so I joined in with that group. We literally defeated the boss in how long would you say? 15 minutes. I dropped out of the conversation and said, "Hey,
You guys one shot it.
yeah." I mean, we one shot it.
One-shot it.
It was insanely fast.
What is it?
That round was when I realized that fucking middle tier Dawnbreaker,
iPhone goes from like the AA.
Gotcha.
Middle tier Dawnbreaker.
middle tier Dawnbreaker,
So I was like, okay,
hold
I don't see
Q,
the difference.
you drop a fucking
I
thing
have-
that gives
I have
you
the B9.
There's
max
no
health
reason to get
and overshield
really
instantly.
There's no
What's
reason
Q?
to
Grenade.
So,
Oh yeah, it's
Other
that's
question
the
is
consuming the grenade. It kills you.
don't have
I
to
did-
right?
65.
this
That's what I thought.
like that
You
run
can
through
also-
the raid was the
well,
first time I had ever heard
You
about
can
it.
charge it
Physio,
and
you go
throw it at
65,
allies, and it'll
65,
give them
you
full.
get
Right,
one
right, right,
color,
right, right.
one color.
I had never heard of it.
Yep.
Are you happy with it? Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm buying an OLED TV.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't started
no,
yet,
100
but I'm buying an
100%.
OLED TV.
worth it.
So okay,
Worth.
after seeing that movie today, I was like, I'm going with
Worth.
OLED because QLED doesn't have all the deep blacks like OLED does, and it's actually cheaper than the.
What'd you do in Destiny?
I was so proud. I think it was Corey. I think it was you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't even know what was happening. I just went through and we were playing a game and we were on what's the map with the church and the point over here.
Widow's Court.
Widow's
Okay.
Court, yeah.
So we were there and I
job.
went through
Mister, I never play Destiny.
and I was like, dude,
But that was from
fucking-
D1. Oh god.
What are you doing? And where did you
Matt
find
will
that?
be all over that
Send that.
picture.
Should I?
Yes.
Like, show it to the camera.
Yeah. I was
Hold
gonna
on.
say-
Send that picture to me because I know Matt's gonna ask about it.
No, but so I'm going and I'm like, Corey
is on
and
your
Tyler are fucking-
MySpace, my friend.
Oh my god.
It is on my MySpace.
Damn.
They are going through and just like killing it. I am doing nothing to help this team. I'm literally was trying to get Recluse. I'm still going to try and get it. I will do it this season no matter what. I guarantee it. But I was like, I'm going to, try and help the team. So I popped my super and I'm going and I killed one guy. And then I see this guy and he just jumps through the air and I was like, oh, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. And I kill him and apparently he had just popped a super and was trying to kill Corey. And in the air, I fucking just like stabbed him and went.
I remember that. I remember this. It was
Really?
us three playing, and I
I
was.
think it was you. 'cause
I
you were
was
the-
trying to
wait, or was it you?
It was
that I
both. It was
saved?
all, you saved him,
Okay.
but I was watching it because I tracked the guy.
so
and
then you
I was
said it. Then.
I was
Okay.
about to snipe him, and then I just see Joe and
That's
his
what I
spectral
do.
blades, and his body just goes zoop, 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 and just kills the guy. And I was like, "Good job, Joe."
But I was like, I feel useful.
Did I even know? I don't even remember this.
No,
So maybe
Oh,
you
no.
didn't know about it.
no, but I watched. I was like, "I'm gonna snipe him," and then Joe's just.
Can I show the
But-
camera this now?
I'm,
It's up to him. It's his picture.
Fuck him. I
you know,
give you permission.
you're
I
fine.
authorize you.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to actually like put the picture like in the description
Oh, okay.
so that way people can actually see as opposed to just
He wants to put it permanently in the link.
It's on the internet.
might as well.
already.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm showing the camera.
Yeah, go for it.
This is Nick when he's young and sexy. Can you see it?
It's
It will be.
that's
visible.
back when Adrian loved him.
yeah. You've
Damn.
Yes, I have
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
this.
Before the alcohol problem.
I found
the
out
alcohol problem
today
Yeah.
while playing. For the Crucible ritual weapon, you need to use Arbalest.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's an exotic linear fusion rifle.
I
It
Basically, I
is-
can't get the one.
Push and
weapon
hold
because I
and
wanted the
fire.
second one.
Push and hold, fire. Push and
yeah,
hold,
you
fire.
you didn't like it.
Yeah, you
Did
have
I?
it. You used it. You
Oh
didn't
no!
like it.
Well, I was gonna say one of the fusion rifles I've gotten used to. Like I like.
It's
a
the one
little-
Oh, I
with
have
the
that
kinetic.
one.
It's a
Pull up that.
kinetic
the one
linear
where
fusion
it's
rifle.
hold. Oh wait, no. What do I have? Okay, so this is my question. There's one that was like a Spartan laser, but there's another gun where you have to hold it. It charges and then it shoots 3 shots.
That's a
If it
regular
lands,
fusion rifle.
That's a
Okay,
regular.
I like those.
So
I
there's-
got one the other day, an exotic one, and I was running through, and I went fucking like.
Did you get
Go
Telesto?
ham?
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not exotic. I don't know. I'm just gonna
I
pull
don't
it
know
up.
what it is.
It's just a gun, but it melts people.
That's
I
just
run in and go,
fusion rifle.
It's a fusion
and then like I love that. I was
Is it
like, I feel
purple?
powerful.
Is it purple or
I turned it purple and pink.
no?
Hey, yes. High five. High five. Thank you. Corey hates it
I know he
so
does.
much.
I know he
so
does.
ugly.
It is beautiful.
He hates
Dude,
it so much.
Fucking
The other
eyesore.
day, he went on a rant about how much he hates Tyler's color scheme.
So
I
wasn't
have-
a
Tyler
rant.
changed his
I
color
have-
Hold
scheme.
on,
I have
time
this
out.
Neon.
Not even
Pink and
slightly
blue.
a rant.
I think I've seen
It was a rant. It was like, fuck you and that color, blah, 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 blah,
I'm pretty
blah,
sure I
blah.
was
And
in
he
the
just
chat when you
kept going
made
for
it,
like
and you were
3
like-
minutes. And
You're like,
somebody
oh,
also
Corey's
was
not gonna
like,
like
we
it.
had some
I-
random
Like,
person
he's
in the
like,
group that was
I
like,
know your
Got Pro Elite.
sense of time might be a little skewed, but I remember what you're talking about. All I said is, "Hey, Tyler, I just want to tell you that color scheme fucking
Oh, that-
sucks.
Oh,
That-
from the raid.
Yes,
Yeah.
Zealot's
but you
Reward.
said
From the
that
raid.
color
That's the one
scheme
gun on the raid.
fucking
Dude,
sucks.
that gun is
Fuck
great.
you. That
It's not
color
exotic,
scheme
I
should
was
die in a fucking fire,
I did
and
say
you
that.
should fucking die in
did
a
say
fucking
that.
fire for putting that on your
I
fucking
didn't-
person.
I think
and
now
you
we're
just
getting-
kept going.
I
on.
remember.
I don't remember
that.
saying that many F words.
I don't think there was that
I
many
never
F
really heard you
words.
say fuck.
Exactly.
No,
You say it,
but
like, not
there-
like we do.
I say shit a lot.
Well, my point is,
The
there,
one
there was like
kinetic
5
exotic
to
you
10
have
sentences
Is the one you need.
specifically about
He's literally
his color
only got
scheme.
one kinetic
and,
exotic
and somebody else that was not one of the people sitting in this room came over and looked at Tyler and just went, and then ran away. And but like
think
was
it was-
looking at the.
It was Jeff.
Oh.
I think we were sitting in the raid because that's when I changed.
Yeah.
It was
Game
in the
Pro.
raid. It was in the raid. I remember that. But it was somebody just like looked at you and goes, "What is that?"
That's going.
And then
to
ran
be-
away. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, no, the Crucible
Energy.
is. So I've watched a review on it already. It is one of those weapons to get
in yet, or just
only if you're a completionist. It's not very good.
What is it?
It's a
It'll
linear
pop up for
fusion
me 'cause
rifle.
I haven't discovered.
So
it,
it's
but I
like
know
fusion
what it
rifle,
is.
but
Gotcha.
it fires a single laser that's precision.
So I'm not sure if it's
Just never seen it say
available.
unknown before.
No, it's you have to get it from a quest playing
It's
Crucible.
YouTube.
But it's
Unknown.
not that
It's going
great.
to be.
What is that?
It's not.
Is it just something that hasn't been added in yet? Like it's coming?
I want to say that it's.
What?
I opened up the collection, and one of the guns just says unknown.
Monarchy? Because you can see. Do you
It's
have
an energy.
Do you have a
exotic.
kinetic bow that's not Wishender?
Do I? No.
Would you see it? Because the Monarch is
Le
not-
Monarch. That's what it
I was
is.
gonna say, I
No,
can't
because
do
that's
it.
under kinetic
No, it's not.
right there. Unknown. So then what's that unknown?
That's what's what unknown.
The unknown kinetic.
There's an unknown kinetic. So
Yeah,
when
isn't
I
that
call
Le
it
Monarch?
kinetic- Okay, but
He's talking energy.
so then
Oh,
now
I'm
what's
sorry.
There's
that
an
for?
energy.
Because there's one in
Uh,
energy and there's one in kinetic. So now there's two unknown.
Hold on.
I
can
will say
show
this: it shows on the game. Like in the game, it actually shows. It
So
doesn't
maybe
mark
it's
as
just
unknown.
okay. I gotcha.
At least for me,
you.
it shows
It
all.
could be.
I want
it could be
two-tailed
the
fox
pistol.
just because the
Does it
name
show
is
the pistol on there?
adorable.
The new pistol.
Devil's
In
Run.
one-
Hey
in
Joe,
one-
how about you pre-order Shadowkeep?
Huh?
That was the pre-order bonus Shadowkeep,
two-tailed fox?
as well as
So how do I get it?
Yeah,
That's
Devil's,
the only way?
Devil's Ruin is
you
already in
can
there.
get it in the game. I had it, he had it, and he had it all
Oh, yeah,
before
mine's
Shadowkeep.
Oh yeah,
came
you
out.
just got a special skin for it too,
But
or a
it was a
ornament.
special skin, and if you didn't already have it, you got it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Now that I think
Yeah,
about
we
it.
we got the Kitsune
I think it
skin
sounds
for it.
adorable.
Is that what is the shotgun from the first raid?
It's a power weapon.
Nick,
Oh, is it?
I was so fucking mad. Let me tell you,
Legend of
we
Acrius.
started playing survival,
What
right?
is that?
Okay. What was I at? when
What
we
is it?
Started
It's like
15?
a supercharged.
No. I don't have it
Oh
either.
no, you're like 27, right?
I'm sorry. Repeat your question.
Were we? When we started doing survival, was it like 14, 26, 15,
You
26?
know, you were at 11.
11.
You were at
So
11.
Nick, we were at 11, or I was at 11.
1100.
Corey was at like 400. Corey got to
Oh,
like
yeah.
2600, and I didn't even fucking make it to 21. Corey went past me because it'd be like, "Oh, we
I
won
had
this
some
game.
great
Good job."
games, to be fair.
I know that's my point, and it was like, Corey, you did great job. Here's like 300 glory. You did good. Tyler, you did good. Here's 300 glory. Joe, here's a little medal that says you participated.
When you get
no
2 kills
glory.
through the whole game, buddy.
Well, in their defense, did you
The other problem is-
participate?
No, not really. I tried.
I mean,
no, that's what I'm saying. Did you just participate, or did you actually?
I don't even know if I. What
We're
I did
secretly
qualify
gonna have
as,
a PC intervention for him.
Oh,
'Cause-
we need to teach this.
Oh,
guy.
I was
So no, hold on. I want to note the fact that they realized what my problem is. Not even knowing what I was doing, they were watching what I was doing and went. And Tyler or Corey just goes, "Joe, are you using a fucking controller?" I
I
said-
watched him do this. I'm like, we're both dead. He's the only one left. He turns the corner and there's a guy there aiming at him. Shoots the sniper rifle and misses. So he jumps down and kind of jumps around. And Joe goes. And then the dude just goes and shoots him once in the head.
But he's just like, "Are you using a controller?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was like,
And we
the
were both
problem is,
immediately.
I'm good with the mouse. Like I on shoot. FPS,
you learn the
I'm-
buttons.
No,
You learned a phone.
but this is the problem. I'll be playing, and I'm just like, okay, cool, go. Okay, where's my grenade?
You do
I'm
know-
dead.
The magic part about PC is you can set those buttons to be whatever you want.
So
You can
I
use the
tried
fucking
that.
arrow keys if you want.
I tried that using my mouse because I was like, oh, I'll
I
just
know,
program
right?
like one because I've got a Naga, so I've got 12 buttons.
Oh my god,
So it's
I
like-
will fucking send you my key binding profile.
Nick sent me his and it was garbage, so I hope yours is.
Well, his is probably the basic. You don't really change anything, right?
No,
I just couldn't figure out where.
I have
I've got,
literally the
so
only thing that I use
it's
my
one
keyboard
to one.
for is jump and move.
So one
And
is
then outside
your
of-
main
outside
weapon.
of combat,
2 is your
inventory,
secondary
yep.
weapon.
That
My
counts.
melee
Gotcha.
is
Everything else,
0.
4 is
my-
melee, 12 is super.
Hold on.
1, 2, 3.
'Cause
weapons.
it's-
Oh yeah, okay. Cool.
How do you
that
set
makes
that?
more sense.
I have
Yeah.
it set to just
Yeah.
not-
I
Yeah.
forgot about
I have
that.
it set to
Yeah.
9.
My melee
I
is
couldn't figure out what
0.
Punisher
In
was
my
to
head, I
remap.
thought about you doing this. He said his melee 0. I forgot it in Naga. So I imagine him run up to a guy, taking his hand off the movement keys
No,
and hitting
this is
0
what it is.
all the way
Yes.
across.
This is what it is. Melee, run. Fuck you.
It's just actually, it's like he replaces the half of the keyboard with just
Yeah,
a big 0.
yeah.
And he just
Who's the
like,
comedian?
slaps it real quick.
Who was the comedian that was talking about how angry you can type on a typewriter? And he was just
I
like,
don't
it was like,
remember.
you can type angry, like you're sitting there like space. And he was like, I don't even like to hit the space bar. I use my forehead. He's like, space. That sounds like Dane Cook.
That
The
is-
man that
have
ripped
no
his
idea.
entire career.
All I
off
know
of,
is so like what is your rift? What button's your rift?
For
I
me,
really need
5.
someone to run- Dude, I feel so,
So,
bad.
It's literally where my
mine,
thumb rests.
mine, is,
so
mine
much
is
time trying to
so
run through survival.
0, 9,
Where your
8.
thumb rests?
Mine's 7.
on the
Did
key-
you guys
on the
get your
on the,
stuff, by the way?
pad
He has
because
Naga.
I have a Naga. I have
Oh,
12 buttons on the side of my mouse.
I'm the only one here who doesn't have a Naga.
I don't
So
know.
Fuck yeah, bro.
mine
That's a good one.
mine is 7 for my Rift.
Did you?
So mine is Q.
Mhm.
My act or my like interact is E. F is my super
friendship.
and
F
friendship.
is for friends.
I was about to
Uh,
say F for respects.
Use for uranium.
I watched this
bomb,
my grenade is G,
and is for no survivors.
No, well, so I played a lot of Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3. It was automatically G in those games. That's another reason why my push talk is alt. Because in those games, push to talk and just like vocal chat was literally alt.
I had a really good experience at work today that I need to tell you guys about right now. Honolulu. No, it was fantastic.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Honolulu?
One second.
Oh, I thought you said Honolulu.
So
I didn't understand either.
All right, I gotta make sure that I'm.
customer came in today, okay? And they said, understand this was an old lady.
Yep.
And she said, I need to buy this for my grandson. And I said, what is it? She said, it's called Red Dead Redemption 2. And
Well,
I
they
said,
got the name right. Well, good. I have a better
Well,
story once you
well,
finish
she
that.
she was reading it off her phone
Oh, okay.
in a text that he'd sent her. And I said, okay. I said, well, how old's grandson? She was like, he's 7 or like 8 or something. And I was like, I'm gonna let you know this game is really, bad. And she's like, well, what do you mean bad? And I said, it's rated mature, so it's like R-rated. And she was like, well, why is that? And I was like, so I said, blood, gore, intense violence, nudity, sexual content. By that point, she said, I'm not buying that for him. I'll just take this Grand Theft Auto 5.
And he went, good choice, ma'am.
No, I
Woman,
said,
you
well, listen.
just subbed a
no,
horse that you ride a little bit for a teddy bear that gets raped and covered in cum.
I did say those words. And she said, that was my Tuesday. No.
Please continue on.
Yes, I want to hear your side now.
No, I actually had because
He said, I think he's told this story before.
oh man,
I wasn't
think-
present.
No, tell it again, because
Yeah,
it's what I remember. It's
wasn't
fucking
present.
hilarious.
so there was somebody coming.
You
They
told it at brunch.
that would.
We
make
all went to
sense.
brunch at Metro.
No, yeah, somebody was looking for Red Dead Redemption 2, but it was an older lady and her daughter who clearly were like, we don't know anything about video games, and like I was like, that's why we're here. But no, came in and she's like, yeah, I'm looking for that new game. It's a western. That's what I've heard. Red Dead Dementia. I was like, none of those words go together. Like
Hey, man,
Red
video
Dead-
games, you never know.
dementia. I was like, it's ironic you said dementia.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Oh, she couldn't remember the name of the game. She was just remembering her diagnosis.
Yeah.
that's really sad.
That's okay. She probably died in a row.
I have to beat that game. No, the one thing I want
actually
everyone
I've
to
been
get.
playing a fuck ton of Red Dead, not the
Oh, no,
single
I
player,
three-
but
three
the
new games.
Red Dead Online. Me and Drake have been playing the fuck out of
I
it
want you
lately.
guys to get squad.
Squad.
I've talked about it periodically.
I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah, and nobody ever gets it, which I understand. I only play it periodically.
Is it Battlefield?
It's super realistic Battlefield. It's.
Oh no.
Have you ever played Arma?
Social button.
Do you like Arma? So it's like Arma, but so Arma was always based around. You know, the shooting is very finicky in Arma.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if Arma had good shooting. So it's like Battlefield shooting with Arma.
Oh, are you
World.
talking about Squad?
Yes.
Oh, this is the book.
What?
That game's overwhelming.
What book?
It is overwhelming, but
I couldn't figure out how to do everything.
right.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
understand. And I've played enough to the point where every new patch comes out, I play the new patch
Here's the campaign.
just to see what it is.
Tell you what he says.
The
Which page I opened to.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
so
here's
like
the
what the new
campaign.
patch has, I'm able to learn very quickly just because I
Is
have a
that
good
the player
base in the game.
handbook and
So
everything?
if we ever play together, I'm good.
So-
the
so
reason I want to play it,
but
they added helicopters,
Mm.
and let me just say
Campaign?
it is a fucking
Yes.
awesome experience.
Look at the
Because-
back though, because that has a.
You've never played
quick
Squad, right?
One shot.
I'm sorry.
You've never played Squad.
This is what.
No.
So
this is what I wanted to
The,
read.
the map is very
That's what I
large.
was looking
A lot of them are like 20 by 20 kilometers, just like Arma, right? Very set up just like
Okay.
that. The difference is, so you have your
Gee
main
Willikers,
base
puddle butt.
spawn, and you have your enemy base spawn, and then you have flags in between where you capture and kind of push and control.
So
right?
it's not it plays like Conquest and Battlefield, but
It's not conquest specifically. It's like dominate, whatever the conquest was, where they push and pull.
rush.
Rush, but if both teams were attacking.
Right. I was gonna say.
So it's not like Arma where there's a like campaign going on.
No.
Okay, so
No.
it's more match based gameplay like Battlefield.
So every server I've ever joined, the server itself, all the games have an hour time limit. That
Joe.
says how long some of these can take.
Joe.
And they usually start with 500 to 1,000 tickets on each side, so you can really
Here's the
understand.
campaign. Here's
Um,
the DM screen, and here's pre-generated characters.
I want it so bad.
It's 5e.
Anyway,
Huh?
It's all 5e.
there's no.
Oh,
hit
it's not like you said
markers,
$5. I was like, here's
but
the
you didn't
10.
say that, right?
Wait, sorry, I missed.
There's no hit markers when you shoot
Oh yeah.
somebody.
Oh yeah. No, you can't tell when you
You
kill people.
can't tell what you do. I personally like that because what I have noticed people will do is if I die,
I just
they
like
don't
that
know,
this is real.
so they keep firing.
Like,
So
this is
they will lay
legit.
down covering
It's not
fire in that area
that
just to make sure
like,
you're
it's
dead.
legit.
Like people with automatic weapons, like a saw or like a RPK or whatever, will lay down, put out their bipod, and hold down a lane. So that way, if people run it, I've been that person. It is great. Holding down a fucking road that nobody knows you're there, and suddenly a whole squad spawns and they start running. It's just, and it's just you see tracers every like 6th round.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yes, no, it's realistic tracers.
Is there a night mode?
There are maps that are night.
You
it's-
are selling
It's
me.
not
at this
like
point.
I don't know if they have one that's like super like actually need night vision because I don't know if night vision's in the game. I can't remember. The biggest thing they've added is helicopters, which I personally have been waiting on forever because I want to use my throttle and
Your
now,
HOTAS.
I would say at the moment it's not really geared towards that. It's they made a lot of emphasis on the mouse keyboard, but it works really well. It has a throttle that you control with W and S, and then like it's all about where you angle and everything, and then how a helicopter actually
The
works.
angle of the blades.
But the coolest thing, and so everyone piles in, right? So you
We
have your
have to
crew
run this.
that's on the inside and you all have your helmets on, so it's like muffled inside the helicopter, and you have 2 people that are on gunners. And so I have been that guy on the ground where so you build FOBs, forward operating bases, and then HAD bunkers, which is where people spawn. And you can only build them within I think 300 meters of each other, so there's always like kind of moving around. You have multiple spawn points and everything.
It's almost like the respawn camps in ESO.
Sure, I never played that.
Never mind.
yeah.
Carry on.
No, just
Yes.
the first game I played is I joined, and part of the fun of Squad is purely the interaction you have with other people. If you have people with microphones, you will have a good time
Mhm.
because people are goofy as fuck. And if you can say something to just give that air, like there was a guy named La Ninja, I think, that we got in a helicopter, and as we took off, he started playing fucking Welcome to the Jungle, like over his microphone, over the local. So there's local, there's actual mic to the whole squad, and then there's a command chat. And So at one point he was he got shot and he changed it to the ASPCA.
In the arms of an angel.
Yes. So he gets gunned down. I'm like, Ninja, no! And also you hear in the arms of it. Fucking everyone in local chat was just dying laughing. You know, at the point nobody was reviving each other because they're too busy laughing at him, and you could hear him in the background because he's got his phone up to him going. It's just super fun. But yeah, that was my experience. Was the very first thing we did. We built a fob, and an enemy chopper comes overhead, and they didn't notice us because we all kind of hid. And then they came back around, and they did notice us. They started fucking lighting us up, and everyone just. It was.
It's
overwhelming but awesome.
So I enjoyed what I played, but I didn't know what I was doing. But so like you'll be getting shot at, and you can feel suppressing fire. Like
It's
you can't
so
like
cool.
see it gets very intense.
So when someone shoots by you, your guy naturally does this, and the screen kind of darkens for a sec, like you're literally
Almost like the suppression from Battlefield.
yeah, but more
Yeah.
intense.
More intense.
Probably one of the coolest experiences ever is being on the receiving end of a mortaring. So you
Hearing
literally
that whistle.
you will hear pum 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 from super far away, and if they know where you're at, it is fucking take cover because out of nowhere, boom, and they have the realistic physics of the dirt going up and falling and sprinkling over everything. You hear the dirt. The audio for the game is phenomenal.
I will play this if you tell me how to play the game.
Absolutely.
How much
I
is it?
have it and I have it installed.
I think it's $40. Like it's
are
not even the
you
price
a
of a full game.
Humble Bundle subscriber?
What is it?
No.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Squad.
I don't know what I thought. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Did
no,
we
it's-
get a
Understood what you were
with-
saying
yeah.
when you said you wanted to get.
Oh
Squad.
fuck! I have
I
40
thought
bucks.
you were
Hey, guys.
talking about.
I have Squad.
That's what I thought.
If I subscribe to Humble Bundle, will I just get it?
No.
That was
It
like
was-
it
it
was
was
two
a couple
bundles. It was
months
two
ago.
bundles.
So you'll
So,
get what
yeah.
games are for this month.
Gotcha.
Well,
Can I read one thing
yes,
real quick?
but the
Yeah.
way the Humble Bundle's done now is
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Now
you get to
pick.
pick
It tells
9
you,
of
like,
the 10
here's-
games.
But most of the
Except-
time, not all 10 games are always fantastic.
But you and me, well, so if you subscribe now, you get to pick 9 out of the 10. So you don't get
You guys
one
get
game
10 out of 10.
because we already have Humble Bundle. We've had it for months. We automatically get all 10 because we have Classic Humble Bundle. So we pay the usual $12 a month. We get all 10 games. People that subscribe now pay $20 a month, and they get to pick 9 of the 10.
50 cal machine guns shoot through houses. It's like if you're in a house.
You've
it
basically
doesn't-
sold me at this point. I think I'm gonna go
I was
home and
gonna
buy
say,
it.
it doesn't like have
I will
holes.
play this as well because I enjoyed it. I was
It's
just
so
like
much
I don't know what I'm doing, so I got lost and I was like I don't know where to.
The main
spawn.
reason I don't play it is because nobody else plays it.
I will play it.
I get on and I play with randoms. I still have a fucking blast.
The one thing that I miss the most in modern FPSs is Battlefield
Battlefield mode.
4's night mode.
Yeah.
That is, to me, I had so much. This was back when I worked at Reverie.
Yeah.
I had so much fun playing with those guys after work because we would go home and we would immediately load up and we would find an Operation
Oh, I
Zavad night
yeah.
server that had 300% tickets.
I played the fuck out of Battlefield 4.
And there were 4 of us, and we would squad up together. And some of the best memories I have are sprinting through that forest in the middle of the night with tracers flying
Yeah.
past, and you see a couple lasers from laser pointers off the guns just through the
That-
trees, and then exploding.
That is
off
the
in
thing.
distance.
There is no like gun customization or anything. It's purely about the experience.
I mean, you can
over-
you can like put attachments and shit on your guns,
No.
right?
So the way it works is it's class based. So it goes by the squad you're in. A squad can have a maximum of 9 people.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have a squad of 1 person, which is the squad leader, you basically get the 3 squad leader archetypes, which is like regular. There's rifleman, and there's like scope rifleman, which gives you an ACOG. Scopes are outrageously useful because
Okay.
the distance is real.
Well, yeah.
When you get 3 people, you unlock different types of riflemen, as well as I think an automatic gunner. And then when you get like 5 people, you unlock new archetypes of what you can select. So like, there's 2 different marksmen. There's a base level marksman when you don't have a full squad that has a scope, but it's one of the iron sight. What are they called? Where
Aperture.
yes,
The Aperture,
where
yeah, the
you
little
literally
circle.
it's super zoomed in on the iron sight, but you still can see far away.
That's what
It's a
that's
very
what the
different iron
that's what the M1 that I own has.
Okay.
It has an Aperture sight on it.
Right. And then, but if you have a full squad and nobody has, so there's only so many selections you can take up, right? You can have 2 medics. You can't have a squad that's just pure medics. You can have 2 medics. You can have like 5 specialty or whatever. There's like several tiers. The bottom tier has like heavy tanksman, which not only has regular RPGs, but also has the anti-tank RPGs, which are big ass, heavy, steel tipped, whatever. The marksman on the very last one has a legit scope, and it is a semi-auto. Yes, and I got to use it. It is so much fucking fun. Throw out your bipod and then you can see the blood spray off their head.
You sold me. I'll go home and I'll install it.
Yes,
I'll go home and I'll install
I'm
it.
so glad. I wanted people to play that forever.
I didn't know other people played it, so I tried it. I was like, this is great. I have no idea what I'm doing. So
I need I've been
overwhelming.
wanting a tactical team-based FPS for ever.
What I'm getting at is once you play it and see, like if the whole attachments and customizing your gun may be a big thing, you may not have the most fun. But once you realize it's all about the experience, everyone is balanced automatically because you have archetypes.
Mhm.
I can't tell you about the time that we built a 50 caliber bunker in front of a thing. So it was a cache that the United States. I was on the militia side. And the United States have to come and blow up this cache with an incendiary grenade. And we built a 50 caliber bunker sitting in front of it with walls behind it. So when they'd run in, everyone just piled up in the back, and it was just, and it was hilarious. We had like 12 people all back there. Nobody was throwing grenades for some unknown fucking reason, and people would just turn the corner and get mowed down by all these people aiming. And finally, it was just swarms. They just kept running in, and finally, everyone stopped. You could see everyone go reloading, like you just. And around comes the corner. Comes one dude. He doesn't have a gun out. Doesn't have a grenade. He has a shovel, which he used to build entrenchments. And he just does this. And the 50 caliber guy goes, boom! And just hits him square in the chest, and he just falls down and dies.
Just crumples.
Again, it was just one of the hilarious things. He literally just ragdolled straight to the ground. And it was like one shot. He's like, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and install this.
Good.
This looks exactly like what I've been looking for. I've seen people playing it. I've heard people talking about it, but it's one of those things that I wasn't going to check it out until I heard first person
fucking amazing
experience.
You see when you see armor like in Battlefield, you're like, oh fuck, there's a tank, and this one is like, oh fuck, there's a fucking tank, run.
Yeah.
And then you hear shells go off that whiz past your head, and your guy's like,
yeah, the audio was crazy.
Yeah,
like I had to turn it down because I was like, I feel like I was getting PTSD.
Yeah, Jesus. I was gonna say my audio too. I think is only like 45%.
I'm in.
It's to the point where if you balance everything right, when everyone's shooting and people are trying to talk in the comms and everything, you still can't hear them. That's the point.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So when you hear local chat, you'll just hear gunfire and you hear one person on local chat, medic! And you just see one dude turn the corner with bandages in his hand. Like, it's so cool.
I'm in. Yeah. I'll buy it as soon as I get home and have it installed.
Well, I'll happily pay, and then I'll help you out. I'll be
pumpernickel. I heard that.
Yeah,
I'll be the squad leader, and then that way you guys can try different things.
Cool. I think I never got a chance to use the sniper because everybody always chose it because you only have so many people.
Right.
So I always use like the M4, and I was killing people a lot.
I was gonna say the M4 with the ACOG is one of the best.
I don't even know if I got a scope on mine. I don't think I even had a sight.
You get either a red dot, an iron sight, or if there's no one in the squad leader gets a red dot. If there's like 2 people in the squad, one person can get an ACOG and then the other one can get a red dot. You can choose iron sight if you want. It's not really
worth it.
You won't ever see anyone use it.
Yeah.
It's just a realism factor if you want everyone to run around. The automatic fire is super hard to control.
Oh my god! I always use single fire.
Same. But I watched like popular YouTubers that do nothing but play that game, and they turn the corner and like they've gotten so used to the recoil on the gun, they know how to control it.
Yeah.
So there is a learning curve, and the better you get.
I'm in.
Sorry for taking the rant, but they have helicopters and flying in the helicopter, and then it literally hovered at one point, and then like gently lowered on top of a roof, and everyone fucking jumps out, and you just see it go and just immediately turn and fly off to go pick up another crew. It's like that was so cool.
That was cool.
I still, anytime anybody mentions like playing helicopters in video games, I just remember the time that you got banned from a server for cheating.
Oh man,
and you just were that damn good that everybody thought you were cheating.
That was some of my favorite Battlefield.
I got in trouble for actually cheating. on Battlefield.
You were cheating?
I mean, kind of. I mean, it wasn't really cheating. It was
Go on.
we were using features of the game to our benefit.
How's that
So-
cheating?
Well, so there was a problem when Battlefield 1. No, not 1.
It might have been
Battlefield
it might have been
4.
a server that banned certain weapons, and they were using the weapons, and then got.
No, it wasn't even that. We got
Okay.
people complaining and reported us. No, so we were playing Battlefield 4 when it first came out on Xbox One, but there was a problem where it would take your party and it wouldn't party you up together in a team.
Oh, I remember
So
that.
I would be like on one team and Scott would be on another. So we'd be communicating. So Scott would be like, dude, I'm going to come around the back. There's none of your guys on this team. I'm going to load up a bunch of C4 on your helicopter, switch to party chat, get everybody into the helicopter, fly up, and I'm going to blow it as soon as you jump out. So we just did that like 8 times. We started like reporting us.
Yeah, that's not cheating. That's just good fun. Good trolling fun.
After the second time, I'm like, maybe you shouldn't get in a helicopter.
Nah,
It was,
bro.
it was just,
Nah.
they'd go through and get mad, so we'd leave the game and go get another game.
Oh,
It would happen again. We're like, let's go again. I have to read this real quick, Nate. It's just three of the 5 characters, and that's very quick. But this is so funny. So on the actual character sheets for the character for everybody, so Morty's character is a half orc rogue, and it says personality trait: has trouble saying no to pretty girls and mad scientists.
Did everyone watch the most recent episode, by the way?
It's
I've
fantastic.
not seen the most.
It is
recent one. I've
fantastic.
seen the rest of the season.
yeah.
Seen the new season.
It is fantastic.
I personally still think episode 3 is better, but a lot of people at work think that this is the most recent episode.
I put this up better just because it hits that.
Apparently,
D&D, like-
did you know you can buy the
Yes.
season already on Amazon?
Yeah, I've already bought it on iTunes.
I didn't know that, and it
Yeah.
comes on something.
That's how I watch it. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know
because
that.
it's not on Hulu.
Gotcha.
So like I buy it on iTunes and I watch it. So but I instead of buying the whole season, I've been buying episodes as it goes because it gives you credit towards the full season.
Yeah.
But on top of that, when you buy the whole season, it gives you 10 episodes, but only 5 of those episodes are coming out this year. So I don't know when the other 5 may
Yeah.
take another year. So I was like, I'm not gonna pay the whole
Oh my
season
God.
now and wait. We don't know. It could be a month. It could be a year. But no, on this it says his ideals are. I've tried to call you like 3 times today, and now you call. By the way, happy birthday, Scott! In case you're watching.
Is that who's calling you?
Yeah. Morty's
Love you, Scott.
Morty's ideals
Oh,
are
Scott.
what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine.
All for one and one for all.
His bond is, you know what? What's mine is mine, so just give it back. And flaws is I have trouble trusting my allies, especially Rick.
What is Jerry?
Jerry is a half-elf wizard. His personality trait is finally smart enough to realize you'll never be good enough. His ideals are power is
thought
cool,
it
but
said
only if used to protect the innocent. His
Yeah,
bond
I've seen that
is finally
That's pretty
courageous enough to fight for his friends and family. And his flaws is no matter how hard you try, you will lose everything you love.
God dang.
Rick is a rock gnome bard. Personality trait is fuck you and fuck this. Ideals is when the fuck are we get when we get out of here, I will make you all pay. Bonds, I hate everything and this character fucking sucks. Flaws is you're a bard, this is basically your own personal hell.
Hey.
Get
Well, it's
Swifty
Rick.
in
So
here.
like, hey, be charismatic and like
Yeah.
cool and like Rick's like fuck
So,
that.
We're doing Friendsmas this Saturday, right?
Yes.
We can't find duck.
Oh,
So I think what we're
yeah,
gonna do
Biscuit.
Goose.
brisket.
Oh, I thought the next thing in line is.
I'm gonna do this on the air so you don't get mad. And not that you'd ever get mad.
Is-
but,
Is Summer in that?
so Summer and Beth actually made legit characters. Like they're actual like not fun. They're not funny. They're like well thought
The
out.
real.
Yeah. No. So Friendsmas. By the next D&D session, you should have your present.
That's fine. No, yeah, that's fine.
I
I'm not
am
worried
very
about
mad about it, but
it. Not worried about it.
Well,
So-
that's what one of his presents is also going to be like. The other one, I think you guys. I'm not trying to ruin anything, but I think you'll laugh.
Is it the
and
one?
you'll
Is it the
enjoy
one you showed me?
No,
Okay,
that's the one that's coming late.
gotcha.
Yeah,
so what makes me mad is to be able to get your
it's
present.
so good.
Okay. Like physically get it.
Mhm.
We're in the 2-week waiting process to be able for me to order this, which is then another like 2-week
Oh,
process.
actually, your shirt may
Very
come on
nice.
Saturday, so it'd be funny if you're over at the house and then it gets delivered.
Delivered while everybody's
Yeah, hilariously, the thing you're getting is coming from like Georgia. The other thing we got you that I'm more excited about that just Kayla and I happened to find is coming from Poland. It gets here tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, international shipping 3 days.
I literally
Domestic shipping from Georgia 3 weeks.
I literally paid like $11 to make sure it would be here by Friday and not on Monday at the latest. I'm like, what? How does that doesn't make sense?
I love the fact that so Kaylee
And you work in logistics too.
What is I don't know what today is.
Today
But,
is
so
Wednesday?
yesterday,
Wednesday.
while she was dropping me off, her present was being delivered.
Was it?
Yeah. I literally picked it up at the door and was like, "This is yours." And she was like, "What is it?" And I was like, "Nope."
Nope.
That's what apparently one of the presents Kaylee got me. She got to go home early because of shit that went on in her office. And when she got home, it was delivered, and it was just in the product box. Normally, I get home before she does.
Oh
So
fuck.
she was just like, "This is great. Like, I'm so glad this happened. I got to come home first." It was
Dude,
just,
the thing
just
is,
right on
though,
the
like-
porch, like product, exactly what it was.
Okay.
It'll say on Amazon if it ships in.
Not even just that, but
Not
like
around
what's to go through
And
and
Alexa does something really cool. So normally Alexa will be like, "Your
whatever.
rolling pin was delivered yesterday."
your
at-"
beep was delivered.
But what it does during Christmas or around the holidays, it'll
Yeah.
literally say your package was delivered, and it censors. You can go on and turn it off, but during holidays it censors everything for you.
That's actually
which
really
is
smart.
really cool.
Or
That's
they
the
also
little
have,
things.
they also have a really cool
What's
thing
to stop
where
me from being like, "Oh hey,
things that are in your wish
taking
list,
that."
it won't take off your wish list
Oh, yeah,
until January.
correct.
That
But
is
you know what
cool.
else? You know what else fucking sucks? Don't
People
share
double their
Amazon
business.
with your family because guess what?
You
All
find
your
out-
orders are on the same fucking page.
Yeah, That's what-
I know one thing Dad ordered. I don't know if it was a present for somebody. I don't know if he was just like, "Fuck it, I want to try a new thing." But he ordered something. No, that sounds way worse.
It does sound way worse.
Me and Corey were both like, "Oh
I
god."
was like, okay, so Dad bought an alien fleshlight.
No, Dad
next.
is somebody that sits around and is very much like, you know what? Like, I'm bored. I'm gonna get on Amazon. Oh, hey, like whatever weird tech gadget or like kitchen whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna buy this.
I'm gonna learn how to brew beer myself.
But he bought something. I was like, I don't know if anyone's supposed to know about this, but like, it came yesterday
That's
too.
what a lot of things apparently Kaylee's been buying me on Amazon. She's been using yours for, so I don't see it.
Yes.
And so the things I'm going to buy for her are going to be on ours, so she doesn't see it.
This is such a nice computer.
What do you expect?
It's not a Microsoft product.
Remember,
I'm just kidding. Ouch. I love Microsoft. That's what's so funny.
Damn.
So who's playing games tonight? I know you're not because you've got to.
I'm getting food after this. I don't know what anyone else
I
is
have
doing
been
after that.
So this entire week, I have had less than 6 hours every single night. And
So
tonight, I'm
same
like,
thing tonight.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
I
go
was
sleep.
gonna say,
You need
I
some.
am up for whatever. I have to be at work at 1:30.
I
Honestly,
can do whatever.
If we cut out now, I will play video games for like an hour. And
So
give
that's the
my-
podcast.
And give myself less than 6 hours again tonight.
We're at an hour and a half podcast, so I mean,
Oh my
I do want
god.
to say real
Are we
quick, though,
okay?
what?
Usually we go over by like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
we probably would have kept going.
1
if it
hour
hadn't
and
been for you
32
saying,
minutes.
like,
I'm just saying.
I'm down to play video games. I haven't
He's
played
down
a
to
lot-
these
clown,
video
what
games
else?
are.
I haven't played a lot of video games today.
I
so.
still know what video games you're talking about are. But
I do have
Video
to
games
do
are
that.
things
At least
with
7.
the pushing the buttons and your thing do a
Did you hear me
thing
say that
on
earlier?
the.
No, I didn't.
You were
great.
talking about Resident Evil and going, and I turned to him and I said, "Ask me
What?
how many
I do
Resident
have
Evil
3D
games are?"
games.
He goes,
What?
"What?" And I go, "Ask me how many Resident Evil games."
Oh!
And he goes, "How many Resident Evil games are?" I was like, "At least 7."
I was too. Like I was.
So are you gonna go home and play Destiny with us?
What are you playing?
Destiny.
Well, I would assume probably like Crucible or something.
Which you have access to.
Survival!
Say, if it's Crucible, you guys will all play then, and I will go to bed because Crucible's only 4 people,
Well, then you play.
right?
No.
Standard control is 66.
Survival.
Survival is
Yeah.
3v3.
Survival.
Everything's survival.
Survival is 3v3.
Control is 66.
Yeah, and so's Gambit. I thought,
Gambit's 4v4.
or 4v4.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
We can play. We can play Control. There's a 5 stack.
It is up for game of the year.
Destiny's up for Game of the Year.
I got it.
I do find it funny. So everybody's saying there's a giant conspiracy going on because Death Stranding has not been nominated for Game of the Year, and everybody's flipping their shit.
You know, I read a like 18 paragraph article the other day about why Hideo Kojima just left Hideo Kojima like Productions, or what is he? Is it just Kojima Games? Is that what he calls it?
Kojima
Studios.
He left the studio. 18 paragraph article about how he left the studio, and he's going to start his own company now called Hideo Games. And the whole thing was a farce. By the time I got to the end, I was like, "Motherfucker, why did I just read this whole article?" Because I was like, "This is."
I was gonna say this is
thing.
the first I've heard about
Yeah,
that. What the fuck happened?
He had creative differences with the owner of the company.
Himself?
I was reading through and I was like, "This article makes no sense." I got to the end, and I was like, "Oh."
That makes sense.
So we wrapping it up?
I just want to say this.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
3 games I got because he's gonna get excited about one, even though it's not a game we can play together. But he'll be excited that someone's finally gonna play this game. So
you play a tree.
no, you passed the squirrel. What do you not
Trying to get a nut.
No, so I did buy Trevor Saves the Universe on Xbox, so I own that on 2 systems now.
It's on Switch, by the way.
It is. I'm
Yes.
probably going to buy it on Switch because that
Probably.
game is fantastic,
Yep.
and every time they say "fuck," it is just so funny.
Why am I surprised?
Second thing, Spider-Man, Game of the Year. I'm gonna be picking up soon, because it's
hey.
$39 and I owe you. I need to give you back your game. And then 3, one of my managers lent me Fallen Order, so I'm
Finally!
installing.
Order
I'm
is the
installing that
best
tonight.
fucking game this year. Holy fucking
I
So wait,
cannot
you beat
wait
it?
to start
I've
it.
not beaten it. I'm still playing it.
I
It is
cannot
so
wait to
fucking
Corey
start
just
it.
got so sad.
I cannot wait to start it.
It's like it's kind of the point now. I've wanted to talk
See,
about it
this-
with people, and I can't.
The only thing I can say
Finally
is, at
got
least
it.
in fairness for me, I can't afford it.
No, that's fair. I
So
understand.
that was why it was literally my manager was like, "Hey, I've got it. I've beaten it. Do you want to borrow it?" And I was like, "You are the greatest
It's
person on this
such a good
planet."
game.
Shout out to David B, who also was the one that called me.
my copy back, I'm gonna take the disc, but you can have the rest. There's the DLC.
Oh, wait, what?
Spider-Man.
Why do you have a second copy?
because I'm tired of him keeping my copy. So I bought the game with the Game of the Year
But
edition.
he's already paid for the season pass.
So I'm giving him that so he can have the DLC, and I'll just keep the disc from that version, and he can keep my disc that I gave to him like 6 fucking months or a year fucking ago.
You're the best brother ever.
I was gonna say I don't know if you bought him the game or if you
I bought myself
bought
the game.
yourself the game.
I bought my-
twice.
No, I bought myself the game and played it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Joe asked to borrow it, so
I
I
never
let
gave
him
it
the
back.
game, and he never gave it back. DLCs come out. I've been trying to play the game, so I bought this. This isn't like a Christmas present. This is just a
Real quick, what is the definition of insanity?
doing
If he
the same
hasn't
thing.
played it yet, why do you fuck
No.
you think he will?
Hold on.
No.
With that said, hold on.
This is legitimately so I can play the game.
Corey's getting upset.
This
Corey's
is
getting
legitimately so
agitated.
I can just play the game. I don't give a
He's
shit if he
asked
plays
me,
it or
like,
not.
He's literally asked me for 3 months, "Can you bring me my game?" And I keep forgetting.
I don't give 2 shits if he plays it or not.
Corey's getting upset.
What-
Now
who
I
picks
have
you
a
up?
disc. Now I can play it.
Who picks you up?
Depends for what.
Has he ever picked you
Depends.
up?
Yeah.
How do you both not remember at that point?
It's not that we don't remember. I get out. He's like, "Where's my camera?" I'm like, "I'll get it later." He's like, "Fucking whatever." But no,
You
on top
lived
of
there, didn't you? Walk in and get it. There's
I've
so
got a
many good
key.
things.
no, there's a reason that he can't walk in my house. I know he's allergic to cats, so I keep 4 around at all times.
That's
3.
That's fair.
I'm
Fair.
not used to that yet.
Very fair.
Bet.
But no, the only reason I
I
haven't
told
played
the
this
guy at
game,
work I was gonna try and say it more. It's very hard to do.
Hey,
I
hey,
am obsessed
I've been,
with
I've been
everything
trying
this
to bring
game
it back.
is.
What?
Bet.
Bet.
I'm obsessed with everything this game is.
Yeah.
The problem with it is,
Hold
I
on.
got
He's
my
had it for a
ass
year and never
whooped.
played it.
No, I literally.
He's a
hey,
little
hold on,
bitch.
hold on. Who's played this game?
Not me.
Who has
That
beaten
was
this
his
fucking
dad, so I
game?
haven't.
No,
Oh, what? You haven't even beaten the game? It's
this is
so
the thing.
Who's
How
played
long-
Fallen
hold
Order
on.
and beaten the game?
How long would you? How far?
Who's played old Bioshock?
How far would you say
The new
Wilson Fisk
Bioshock has
fight?
a female.
Antagonist?
No. The
Protagonist?
lead writer and director is a female, and everybody's flipping their shit. I was like,
No.
who
Since
cares?
when can a woman write?
That's what I said. I was like,
Wait.
I
I
don't
think
give a
he
shit.
heard me.
He
I
did
don't-
not hear you.
You
No.
said since when?
Since when can women write?
When
There
right?
go.
I am so sorry.
Did you see the light bulb in his head?
I saw
I
that.
was like, as soon as he went, he was like, "That's what I'm saying." I was like,
No,
he did
it
not
sounded
record
like
at all.
since when can't women write? And so I was like, that's what I'm saying. And then as soon as everybody's reacting, I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like,
maybe
Nick
he
needs
said-
the
maybe that
back
wasn't
pedal.
a can't. Maybe that was a can. Oh shit.
But no,
I'm
seriously,
not,
on this
I'm
game,
not really sexist though. Just
That-
to clarify.
I'll give.
It was worth
that,
fun.
that was fun.
Touch tips.
That was good.
how many minutes do you think the Wilson Fisk fight is into this game? 20?
4.
Oh no.
At least 7.
You missed it.
Fuck yeah!
You missed it, man. So close, almost there.
The Wilson Fisk fight
My
is
brain.
probably in the first for me hour to hour and a half.
Okay, I was at about 4 hours and still hadn't beaten it. And
Yeah,
was
but Joe,
screaming at my
that's your like
TV.
MO.
I know.
If you left behind an
Hey,
MO,
Joe.
it would be
Joe.
like, hi,
Joe.
I was here for 6 hours too long to do a 12-minute job.
Joe, were you playing a game that was optimized for controller on mouse and keyboard?
I'm gonna hate you. No, the problem was
Because
I
he
went
plays
in
a
and I
game
was like-
optimized for mouse and keyboard on controller.
No, the problem was I went into the game and was like, dude, I got this. Fucking Spider-Man. I'm gonna play it on expert. And I was like, this is hard. So I lowered it to medium and kept trying and kept trying. And then I lowered it to easy and kept trying. And Nick was like, dude, just play it on story mode. And I went to that and I beat it first try. I was like, oh.
You
He
don't
was
get to
like-
say a first try in that scenario.
No, I'm saying it was my
You say,
first attempt
and
on
then
story
I
mode.
beat it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I will retract my
I'm sure you
statement.
sound
But it was just the fact that I was sitting there and I was like, I'm good enough for expert. And Nick was like, Joe, like, stick to your level. Like, go to Weenie Hut Jr.
Stick to
Go to the Weenie Hut Junior.
Stick to your shit, bro.
Yeah.
When Nick is saying that too, I mean,
Dude, Spider-Man for the PS4 has some of the best fucking gameplay I have had.
All I
in
know
a
is
video
I don't even know about the
very
gameplay.
long time.
One
I
of
was
my
trying to wrap this
managers
shit up
was
15
telling me
minutes ago.
about. Sorry, one of my managers was telling me about some of the story, and I was like, I have to play this because I just have to see this play
you
out.
know, it's how far in Fallen Order are you?
Fallen Order, I
Did
got
you get to the part where he started like freaking out? Oh,
He hasn't
doesn't
seen
know.
that clip yet,
Yeah, you're right.
the double blade.
Yeah.
Yes, I got to that.
so I can officially.
Hey.
show
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
you're fine.
What's in
no,
the
you
trailer?
already did the.
No, I haven't played the game.
It's in the
Have you seen a trailer?
Literally, it's
It's
in the
in the
trailer.
Well, there's usually a whole park full of them. So.
The thing that's the big
Forrest Whitaker, I bro.
the thing that was the big spoiler is what I just said. I'm sorry
Double
if I spoiled anything.
Double blade.
I'm sorry.
Double blade.
I'm sorry.
This fucking guy.
It's in the trailer.
Well, it is in the trailer.
It's
it was
in the
actually
trailer.
hilarious because they show it off on the launch
I
trailer.
will time
and then-
out from here on. Do not watch another single trailer because it ruins and spoils other things. I'm giving you fair warning. I literally saw it on Facebook, randomly scrolling, and I went to the comments to be like, "What the fuck?" And like
you called
the
out
first 45 comments are like,
Watchmen.
"Why the
Yeah.
fuck would they spoil
Yeah.
that?"
Text me tonight after you watch it.
Don't look at me. Look at him.
What?
I will. Yeah, no. I'm
The
at the point in time where
I'm just scrolling through Twitter.
so
That pops up and
so you get
HBO
to
posted it.
I
was
so
like, why would you?
you go to a
post
planet
that?
and
That's a big one, too.
you,
Yeah, why would you post that?
you're supposed to
HBO
look
posted it
for
and was like, hey,
a
was that
hidden
crazy in tonight's episode?
thing.
And I was like,
I'm trying to be
What?
vague because people here
I
haven't
don't
played the
think
game.
they're paying attention.
Okay,
I'm not at all.
so you get to a planet.
No,
you're supposed
I
to
was
go
vague,
to a
like-
hidden thing that hasn't been accessed
Now
in a
I'm
while.
very much paying
Sure.
attention.
You go to that. Then I go back to my ship, and then you go to another planet
Yeah.
that the Empire is currently at.
Do you remember the planet name? The planet names don't really. No, trust me.
It's a planet
Unless-
that's never existed in Kanan so far. So it's not like
Planet. Unless you're talking about the first planet after the tutorial.
that one.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Uh,
It starts with a Z.
no, it doesn't. It starts with a B. Bog something. I remember.
No. Okay, so maybe I'm before that.
No. So there's the beginning. Have you seen any trailer?
Bits and pieces.
I'm at the.
Do you know what the part when he's talking about how he's a scrapper? Literally the first gameplay reveal,
Nope.
which is the first 2 minutes of the game.
Nope.
You're just shocker. You're a fucking scrapper.
I've lived under a rock about this game.
No, that's fine.
Here's the thing.
The
I had hopes for it because it is a single player Star Wars game.
Phenomenal, yeah.
and it's,
I
it's
I
in
I was
fucking
very
incredible.
reserved about the game because it was EA. I understand now that everyone loves it and it's a game that I need to play,
Well,
but
it's hilarious because
I literally I distanced myself from it because I didn't want the disappointment.
Okay. Here's
I'm
the
a
thing.
Star Wars fan. It did great.
And that's what I've been waiting to hear.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff will make me play it. But
Yeah.
for the
Valid point. I understand where you're coming from. This game is by Respawn.
Yeah.
They did Titanfall 2.
You-
Apparently,
yeah,
it pissed people off because they've taken it offline. That
the
tweet.
picture.
You remember the storyline for Titanfall 2?
No. Yes, of course I do.
Okay.
One of my favorite games of the past 5 years.
That good. If not better.
Oh no, it's better than Titanfall 2 in my opinion. Titanfall 2 is great. No, trust me.
No,
If you
play
like
the fucking
Star
game.
Wars, the story it tells,
I'll catch it on sale. When next time it goes on sale, I'll buy it.
the story, the ending.
And that's why single player games are dying.
That's why I want you to play the story and beat it because the ending is that good. I wish I was recording that aspect.
Is Spock still alive?
There's two aspects of that game I wish I was recording, and it was one thing that has to do with the lightsaber, and one thing at the very end where I lost my shit.
But
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. It was literally that fucking good.
So
Oh,
I'm on the first. I am on the first planet that you go to that's open world where the Empire is also on that planet. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm like 20
I'm
minutes
Nick.
into that.
It's
planet.
like planes.
That's Tyler.
That's
like
Shannon.
houses.
But you prefer helicopters.
That's Corey.
Oh,
Good night.
It does start with a Z. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's a yeah. You revisit there a couple times.
Oh, you revisit fucking everything in that game a couple fucking times because like you come to the spot and I'm like, oh, you clearly do this to access that area and I don't have that force power.
Fun fact. So, because the droid thing,
Yeah, BB-8 or not BB-8, but
BD1.
BD-1. Thank you.
You know the thing that R2D2 has and fucking
Beep, boop,
everything
bop, boop.
that goes in and turns. That is called a scomp link. I learned that because of that game.
Yes, agreed.
You don't. There's several parts, like several chest things you can't open because it says you don't have a scomp link. I'm like, what the fuck is a scomp link? And then I find it, and his little leg opens and turns into the scomp link. I'm like, that's what that's called. It
Yeah.
was just R2D2's little beeper thingy. Like, I don't fucking
It's
know.
called Scomp Link.
Yeah, it's called
No,
scomp link.
I had the exact same realization.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So till next time, I'm Nick.
I'm Tyler.
Joe.
Shannon.
I'm excited about Star Wars, and I'm Corey.
Yeah, and then because everybody's been giving me shit because apparently I haven't mentioned it enough, Free and Matt are watching. So anyway, till next time. Y'all
Bye.
have fun.
Dab
Bye.
on him.
We're out.
Dab on him.
I don't even know if the feed's cut, but I'm getting up.
You can't go anywhere until I leave, and I can't go.